Thank you, Themasius, for the playlist. Donald Trump participated in a retail engagement at McDonald's of Pennsylvania. He's really changing the game out here. It's kind of crazy, I'll admit. Okay, dude. Hey, shut the fuck up. Hey guys. Shut up. Shut up in the chat, please. I don't think a lot of you guys understand. Like, you elevate a lot of shit. Like, you're spamming drama in the chat. I am 31 minutes into the broadcast. I just started, and there's like hella people that are rushing to be like, here, let's fucking escalate this beautiful Sunday experience. This beautiful Sunday experience is supposed to be immaculate vibes on a Sunday fun day to like whatever fucking drama that I want you to cover. I don't, just stop, please. Shut the fuck up. Are you going to address the nudes? What nude? How's your ankle? Oh yeah, I forgot. On personal news wise, on the personal news front, woke up this morning, went to ball. Okay. Woke up this morning, went to ball, and it was the most solid squad we've had. Every single person was a baller. Okay. We did half court 4-on-4. I got cooked the first game. Okay. But it doesn't matter. Then we did full court twice. First game, I lost again. Second game, I came back with fucking 10 points out of the 15 points. Multiple threes, brought it back, absolutely fucking destroyed. Having said that, I had a small guy who was like kind of brolic guarding me. Okay. And he did this thing that like, jacked dudes love doing on the basketball court for no reason on a fucking pickup game, where he would just like literally try to check me like he's like he plays football or something. He would come in real low and just like body slam into me, not even trying to get the ball really. And like, it wouldn't really faze me because I'm so fucking massive. But here's what happened. I go for the ball. I get a rebound. Okay. I get an offensive rebound. He comes in from behind me and just fucking slams into me. And then he flies off my body. Okay. Then on the second possession, I get the ball up top. About to fucking, I get up. I launch a fucking 3-pointer. And he steps under me. And when I landed with my fucking ankle rolled up on his foot. Absolutely the worst, like the most annoying fucking type of player. It's like, come on, man. We're playing fucking Sunday. We're playing Sunday pickup basketball. Like, I'm not trying to get fucking injured, you know? It's fine. I think it's fine overall. That was me, bro. What's up? Shut the fuck up, bitch. It's all, he did apologize for it, but it's just like, it's still, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It's like, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. You don't need to fucking, you don't need to try and like, like be a little bit more considerate. Be a little bit more considerate because, there's no reason to injure yourself while playing like a fun, friendly game of competitive pickup basketball. We're not like winning a tournament here, you know? But I think it's fine still. Overall, I think it's fine. I do personally think that it's most likely fine because, and I do believe this, like, because I'm fucking, like, because I've worked out so much, like I think I was able to compensate for it even in that moment. Like, it's, like, I was a little worried. At first. Like, I was like, maybe it's hot right now, so I don't feel it. Maybe it's like, when it gets cold, it might hurt, but it seems to be fine right now. So I hope it's okay, you know? Tank the rolled ankle. Yeah. I busted my ankle. Twinsies. Which side? My right ankle. Yeah. It actually does help a lot when you do have, I think like the knees over toes. This was the knees over toes guys, or like the guy who like always fucking works his legs out and then can do like crazy shit with his ankles. Like, I believe him. I think if you work your legs hard enough, like you can withstand ankle injuries too. Like if you stay bendy. But yeah, I can walk on it. It's fine. Is the Israel collab happening? Yeah, when he's out here. Tell that to Kawhi Leonard. Yeah. Would you say your embodied chair is worth it? I'm looking for a new chair, but it's $2K. I love this fucking thing, dude. This is, what is it? What's the old like unk ass take where people say like, you got to make sure things that connect you to the earth are nice. You got to make sure you don't skimp out on your tires and your bed. And for me, like, because I spent so much time on this fucking thing, I would say that, and your shoes, yeah, and your shoes, exactly. Things that connect you to the earth. Make sure your bed is good, your shoes are good, and your tires are good. And for me, it's like I spent so much time on this thing. I mean, it's like 8 hours a day. It was a worthwhile investment for me. Probably one of the best investments that I've made, except I didn't even invest in this. They just sent it to me for free because that's how the rich get richer, baby. So try to get it off of like Craigslist or whatever. I think that's the best possible way to do it. But if you get it off of Craigslist, like, you'll be good. A good chair is crucially important for a full-time streamer. Yes. This is the Logitech collab that they have. I have an M-Body as well, I think, but this is the Aeron or vice versa. I don't know which one it is. I have the Hassan Nasrallah chair as well. The Hassan Nasrallah has a Herman Miller body, I think, and then I have both. I bought one of them, and then this one they sent me. What's the difference between the M-Body chair and the Herman Miller Aeron? One of them has like a spine, and the other one is just like, it doesn't have a spine. I don't know how else to describe it. Anyway, was Nasrallah a gamer? I don't know. Maybe. But like, Herman Millers are really fucking nice. They are really nice. And if you're spending a lot of time on it, like, you know, companies fucking buy them all the time, and then they go bankrupt. So be on the lookout for like a liquidation sale or some shit like that. And you can cop one pretty fucking cheap. Like, it is worth it for sure. Sometimes they'll have it on like Craigslist and shit. Like, it's one of those things that I do definitely recommend. You might cop one on Facebook Marketplace or whatever for like $250, $300, and it's definitely fucking worth it, like big time. Even the old ones, like, they're pretty resilient. So how do you think like us poors? What the fuck? I don't think you guys understand. For most of my fucking adult life after the age of 18, I was broke as fuck. What are you talking about? Almost all of my couches until I literally fucking moved into this house. Every single piece of furniture that I had, I found outside. People used to say I'm gross for that shit. What are you talking about? I lived in a fucking kitchen of a goddamn frat house, dude. What do you mean? So much of my, like, every single piece of furniture I had until I fucking moved into this house was straight up, not even a fucking joke, straight up either Amazon, like the cheapest shit you could possibly get. You guys remember that fucking couch I used to have in that apartment? It was like $100 or like a $50 couch or something. It was disgusting, and it broke. Yeah, there's good stuff lying out there, man. What do you want? What are you supposed to do? Not fucking take advantage of that shit? Ain't nobody's using it. Ain't nobody's using it. What do you want me to do? If someone takes like a nice, worthwhile, like, I had a massive leather couch, one of the best leather couches I've ever had. Okay. And that shit was straight up on the side of the road. Did you at least wash them? Yeah. Yeah. You don't understand. People sometimes put that shit, like, people will put like $2,000 couches out on the fucking side of the road. What am I supposed to do? Let it fucking, let it go to waste? No. But yeah, no, I've never gotten a mattress from the side of the road. That would be too much. You can find really good stuff. The only thing is, if it rains and it's all mildewy, yeah, except I live in LA, so it doesn't rain that much, which is why it's awesome. Zip code dependent, I fear. Yeah, no, you're right. If you have a homie with a fucking pickup truck, go to like a rich ass neighborhood and just drive around a little bit. Okay. Here, I'll give you a tip. Rich ass neighborhood near a college campus around the time when like the semester is ending, you will be able to get some pickups that are out of this world. Okay. Rich people have no consideration for like their old stuff. They'll just put it outside, and it's like a perfectly fine thing. Stavi Baby's in the building. He just got here. Ain't no way this guy didn't even close the fucking door. Oh, here it is. I'm waiting outside your house for a new couch. Yeah, that's what Stavi's here for. Door open? I'm gonna open the door real quick. Hiya. What the fuck's wrong with you? Who are you barking at? Who are you growling at? Hello. Your hat is on the kitchen island, but in terms of penance for me holding on to your hat, you have to come on the stream. Yeah, you got to come on the stream and fucking talk your shit, dude. And I got to figure out my fucking roadcaster real quick to make sure that because make sure that the audio is fine on the second microphone. That's going to be a wild thing to do here. Okay. Level, noise gate, threshold 27. Oh, fuck. Hold up. Here, let's see how this works.
Hello, everyone.
Damn, you're sweaty as fuck, dude. You were getting fucking swole. God damn.
I met some guys at the steam room. They said you guys were really good friends. You hang out in there all the time.
Oh, wait, hold on. It's loud as fuck. 1 second. Let me just like fix it all up real quick. Because right now it's like...
What's up, Chad? Am I looking beautiful? Fucking look at these arms, dude. All of Hassan's pictures are digitally altered before he posts them. I don't know if you guys know this.
Yeah.
He's got a filter on at all times. Me, this is the real deal. This is what real beauty, real strength looks like, folks.
Yeah, that's true. I'm faking it.
This core power shit is so good. This milkshake shit.
It's like, I think it's illegal. Like, I think they're doing some shit to it that, like, I just don't believe.
It's no way it's good for you, but I don't give a fuck.
Like, there's nothing that tastes that good that has those macros. Like, things that taste that good cannot be that good for you.
No chance.
75.
This is like when oat milk first came out, and everybody realized it's just fucking like syrup. They were like, ooh, it's non-dairy. I feel it replenishing my muscles, though, in real time.
Range 23.
Ooh. Fucking feel awesome, honestly. This is a nice hat.
Oh, the Vietnam one?
Yeah. Hat change.
Okay, I think we're fixing
Shout out to Ho Chi Minh.
Yeah, the GOAT.
Shout out to Ho Chi Minh. He said, suck my nuts.
How is Stavi's mic, Chad? Is it good? Release 130.47.
Am I sounding? Oh, fuck.
Oh, it's good. It's perfect. Okay.
Nice.
All right. We'll just keep it this way then. Fuck it. YOLO. All right. So
what's up, bro? What are we covering, dude? You look stupid as fuck, by the way, you little baby-faced bitch.
Well, because I shaved? Yeah. But we're covering...
I should have come in here and slapped you right in the face.
What we're covering is the fucking GOAT, dude. We're covering Donald Trump. He did the thing.
Hell yeah.
He did the damn thing. He went to a McDonald's.
Yes.
Which, of course, he wasn't participating in BDS, which is really fucked up.
Yeah.
But
that's crazy.
Yeah, Donald Trump. I'm the median voter that's really reconsidering voting for Donald Trump because he went to McDonald's. But yeah,
what's some fast food you can have? Because I've been a little slut on the road recently. Chick-fil-A, they have perfect politics, right?
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A probably wants, because they think they're going to trigger the apocalypse by supporting Israel, right? Like they're that religious.
Yeah, I don't know what their support for Israel looks like, but they probably are because they're evangelical Christians.
Yeah.
But like, in terms of like, they do crazy shit with like the gay stuff. I think like they don't like gay people.
Yeah, no, I know. I was kidding. It's so good though,
dude. Look at this.
My bad to all my gay bros out there. I honestly have had a couple spicy chicken sandwich recently.
Bro, what do you mean? Austin's favorite fucking restaurant on the planet is Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And he's like, in his mind, he's like, oh, this is actually like, they're giving a gay man such pleasure.
Interesting.
Such mouth pleasure that like it's actually fucked up of them.
I think on some level, Austin is still a self-hating homosexual who thinks God takes away one sex with one man for each Chick-fil-A sandwich he eats.
Yeah, I think he's balancing it out.
He's trying to balance it out.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
He wishes he was more self-hating so he could like be turned on about it. Yeah. He likes to wear a cross when participating in gay sex, and it like turns him on.
Yep. He's a fucked up guy. Now here he is. He's looking. Can I say I haven't really been keeping up with it, and a couple Trump clips have popped up on my shit recently. He is the juice is gone. He's a husk of himself, man.
Oh, no, for sure. Like, when you watch him in 2016, there's, like, a light behind those eyes, and that light is gone,
It's gone, dude.
He's just like,
the biggest L he took was Biden dropping out because he looked vital compared to Biden.
Yeah, he looked like, he looked like not as much of a carcass.
Yeah.
Now, Kamala Harris is, like, a bot, but at least she's, like, younger and hot. So that like probably plays into.
Well, remember when he dropped out, I literally texted you. I was like, "There's no way Kamala's gonna win, right? She fucking sucks." But you know what? I gotta tip my hat. She has just looked like replacement level. Like if there was a video game called Presidential Candidate, she would be the female like a neutral option before you customized anything.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And it's like that's good enough right now. We just got to get to 0.
Hot as a stretch. No, Kamala Harris is.
No, she could get it.
The
Montel picture.
Kamala Harris is definitely an attractive woman. You're
She
crazy.
definitely is. And that's the thing about these
She's
politicians.
60.
They're old as fuck. And if they
Yeah.
still are even a little fuckable, imagine what it was like back. Joe Biden back in the day laid pipe, dude. He honestly looked awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. He dicked Jill down.
Jill didn't even get the best version of it, dude. She was in fucking kindergarten when Joe was really piping. Isn't Jill like 20 years younger than him?
Are you saying Joe Biden has an age gap relationship?
Yeah, problematic age gap relationship.
That's awesome. Here, I'll give you a Trump moment. Chat, send me the Arnold Palmer clip. You see that one yet?
I don't believe so.
Oh my God, you're gonna love this one.
I saw him calling somebody a fat pig. That was pretty. Telling people to get that fat pig off the couch.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
That was
no.
good.
Chat. Link the fucking Arnold Palmer.
I would love to see the Arnold Palmer clip.
Yeah, college Biden was fucking a
Ooh.
smoke show, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck, I don't have
Dude,
God damn,
come
I don't
on,
have a
dude.
New York Times
Cheap.
account.
Support the fucking.
Ain't no way, dude.
The fourth
Ain't no way.
branch
They have
of
an 8-year
government.
difference. Oh no,
That's not so bad.
Jill Biden is also very
Jill
hot for her
Biden,
age.
yeah. Oh, let's bring up some hot Jill pictures. Let's see what Jill was looking like back in the day.
Yeah. So okay, do we have the Twitter clip? Yesterday, the funniest thing is when this shit happens, chat can't shut the fuck up. They just like constantly send me the clips over and over
But
again.
now that we need it,
Yeah, they don't show it. Oh,
Here we
Harris
go.
wins. Kamala Harris's wins. Okay, this is a banger clip.
this looks awesome.
Fuck.
Old man. This man was strong and tough. And I refuse to say it, but when he took showers with the other pros, they came out of there, they said, oh my God, that's unbelievable.
And look at the guys behind him being like, "That's awesome, Mr. Trump."
We have women that are highly sophisticated here, but they used to look at Arnold as a bad, but he was really
Who's he
mad.
talking about?
Arnold Palmer.
The golfer?
Yes, bro. He's saying Arnold Palmer
Oh, had a fat cock. Respect.
and was
See,
just swinging that shit.
It's really hard because I just wish he wasn't potentially going to be president. Because everything he does
Yes.
is hysterical.
Bro,
but
that's what I'm saying.
He's in Biden. He's in the Biden zone now. He is much funnier. I'll give him that.
Yeah, dude.
But this is like talking about fat cock is hysterical.
Dude, he is so fucking zesty, and now a lot of people are finally catching up to it.
He's been gay.
Yes. I've been saying that Donald Trump is like an
He's a
asexual. He is asexual biromantic. Okay. He is an asexual biromantic. He loves the opera.
He's a gay man
He
from New York,
Yeah,
dude.
he loves Broadway. He does not like. And I think people get like touchy about it because like he's done like rapes and shit.
Sure.
So people are like, what do you mean? No, he's not. It's like, no, dude, he does not fuck for sexual pleasure.
No, it's to brag to other guys about how he fucked girls. Yes.
And you can absolutely be a rapist in that equation. Like, I think
Definitely.
that's what it is, where he's just like, it's more so like about power and flexing.
And every woman he fucks is just what a gay guy. It's like a diva. Like fucking Melania is what gay guys would be Melania for Halloween if she wasn't Trump's wife. You know what I mean? Like, it's what, like a guy like that has to have somebody weird. Straight guys will fuck people that other people are like, what the fuck were you thinking? And it's like, I don't know, man. Something about that snaggletooth did it for me. But all he does is fuck like the most, oh yeah, that's awesome. The most like, on paper, we all agree this is a hot person. And that's not straight behavior. That's gay guy pretending to be straight behavior.
Yeah, he is just like, I think, I mean, dude,
That is awesome.
if you've ever listened to him, like, obviously you have like the classic Graydon Carter throws the worst parties, Vanity Fair parties.
Being mad at the Vanity Fair guys, awesome.
Like talking to a bunch of fucking stevedores, being like, they all got their like union pins on and shit, and he's like, "Yeah, Mr. President, you're right. Graydon
you're
Carter
so
is a pussy."
You're so right. The hors d'oeuvres at Graydon Carter's parties weren't that good. The quail eggs were overdone at Graydon Carter's parties.
And it's like he has this. Like, you can see what he's passionate about.
Yeah.
Like, his personal passions are shit like... His personal passions revolve around, like, if you ever listen to him talk about Phantom of the Opera, you're like, that's a gay man.
Yeah.
That is a zesty
Absolutely.
man. He loves Phantom of the Opera.
I actually have gotten head to the Phantom of the Opera.
That's crazy.
I
What
threw
the
it on
fuck?
one time.
The girl,
A movie version and got head, honestly.
The girl you brought over was like, wow, you are so intellectual. I can't wait to suck your penis.
And then we watched a different one too. There's like a sequel. I got head to that one too, honestly. No joke. And then there's like a horror movie. I kind of went through a bunch of adaptations of Phantom of the Opera and got sucked off.
I mean, dude,
the Brian De Palma one I got sucked off too.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, dude. What do you mean? You were like, this is like 3 for 3.
You gotta keep it going, bro.
Every time
you gotta keep it was a heat check.
yeah. Every time it works, I gotta keep going.
Gotta keep going.
You're just like singing along by the end of it. The opera. Oh man,
there is some stirring music in there. Phantom of the Paradise, that's what it's called. I got sucked off to that as well.
He's not gay. He's old money effete, but he's not old money at all. He's actually kind of crude and very gross.
He's a slum. I mean, his dad.
Yeah.
I mean, they're slumlords. He turned it over fast for idiots like us to think he's old money, but he's not. There's no class to what the fuck. All his shit is gaudy as fuck.
That's where a lot of his resentment stem from. Is that he was never accepted by elite society in New York. That's where a lot of his like cultural resentment stem from. That like all these other like actually old money people looked at him and were like, "You're fucking gross, dude. You're like a gross TV guy. I think you're tacky."
He isn't. His family was from like Long Island or Queens, right?
Yeah,
like
he's the deep
Queens. Not even.
He's the definition of nouveau riche, like gold toilets. Like, what are you fucking kidding me? It's so gauche, like. So a lot of people never like really respected him, even though he had like the background for it. You know, like he went to Wharton, shit like that, and he was never accepted, which is, I think, ironically why he like cut out a different lane in both television. Which The Apprentice was like a very diverse show, both with like all the people that were in it. He would make appearances in like rap videos and stuff.
Yep.
I think all of that played a big role in the way that Trump was received by the broader American population, especially in 2016, because like people don't remember that. Like The Apprentice was a much more diverse show in terms of representation and representation politics than any other fucking reality TV show at the time. Yeah.
Yeah, that gay guy.
And he was also like all over the UFC. Like he's always played like a pivotal role in all of these things that are now commonplace.
Yeah.
But he was kind of there first. Like he was there from the start with the UFC with Dana White, and now it's paying dividends.
Don't you think that it's also just what he cared about was fame, and so he was very well known, and he had a very simple. I worked at a paint store. I worked at Sherwin-Williams during the run up to that election. I hadn't moved to New York yet. I was about to move, and I remember dumbass like methed out painter, like, you know, Dundalk, shitty suburbs of Baltimore painters were just like, he's a businessman. Like that happens all the time. I feel like every election cycle there's a outside Republican candidate that's like, I'm gonna run this like a business, and that really appeals to fucking idiots.
Yeah.
But he was just so well known that because everyone knew him, they're like, oh yeah, he'll run it like a business. And I think the fame, and then he juiced it with like some choice racism, and he was just it was an awesome post Obama tornado.
That's my favorite fucking like dumb guy take, is like dumb guys that want to sound smart always say that. They're like, nah, we need a real business guy to run this country like a business, dude. And it's like, dude, you hate your job.
Yeah. Bosses
you fucking idiot. You hate your boss. Like literally just think. Think for like a second about your immediate surroundings, and you'll be like, maybe I don't want my bitch ass boss to be the fucking president.
Of course.
You know?
Yeah. Do you want your boss to be president?
Yeah.
No.
But of course, so much
My
of
boss
this
at
shit.
Sherwin-Williams was pretty cool. One guy was just a soft-spoken Italian guy, and another one was a butch lesbian who used to be a bouncer at a skate park.
You got some eclectic bosses.
She was pretty cool, actually. I'd let her run the country, to be honest with you.
Yeah, for me, my boss was my uncle, so not great.
Cannot let a Turk have any more power.
Yeah, not great. Let me tell you. Okay, it worked in a reverse situation because he was like fearful of nepotism allegations as a progressive guy, so he just like treated me like shit.
Yep.
And also simultaneously, immigrant mentality. He was like, "Oh, this is my nephew. I can just not.
I don't have to pay him. Yeah.
I can be like, yeah, it's fine."
Yeah, I worked for my dad. He didn't pay me shit, but I was also a horrible employee. I mostly watched Martin on the break room TV, and I would steal the little pictures of pornography he had hung up and go beat off in the bathroom.
Oh, by the way, how does this make you feel?
Oh, I mean, that's fucking ridiculous. He looks so stupid.
Yeah,
He looks so stupid.
Because I think I look like Hercules.
No, that's not what Hercules
Many
looks like.
people are saying I look like...
Disneyfied, big business version of Hercules. White, Turk-washed Hercules with the Disney Corporation. Disgusting.
I'm just saying.
Disgusting.
Many people are saying this is what Hercules would look like. What is this?
No one is saying that.
Oh, this is so dumb.
Yeah,
oh my
that's
god.
not so
Gen
good.
Alpha. I'm throwing it back. Don't show me that.
First of all, that's disgusting. It's my culture is not your costume. Number one. Okay.
It seems like it's not my costume, but it's my way of life. Dude, imagine rolling up to McDonald's in a fucking Pennsylvania suburb and motherfucking Trump is serving you the fries, dude.
That's awesome.
Hey, I'm having a lot of fun here, everybody.
I'm having a lot of fun here.
He is on it feels like he's promoting a fucking stand-up comedy special. Legitimately, he has been on 3 podcasts I have been on. He was on fucking Theo, Rogan, and Schultz's podcast.
Yeah.
A presidential candidate should not be on the same podcast as me, dude.
Yes,
That's
I was just thinking of
fucking
that.
crazy.
Like I like same with fucking impulsive.
It doesn't
like
make any sense.
like people that are my friends that I can call in a moment's notice should not have this level of access to a former president. Something is
weird.
Something is catastrophically wrong in that. Okay. That's what I've been thinking about quite a bit. Like
Something's
motherfuckers
off.
that I have like been in physical contact with, like fucking Aiden Ross. You know what I mean? Like what the fuck is happening?
Well, he's a brilliant mind, Aiden Ross. He's got to be on Aiden.
He's the guy dumb enough to be convinced as a Jewish man that the Holocaust didn't happen by a neo-Nazi.
Have you seen that fucking clip of him Googling what fascism is?
Yeah.
It's so fucking funny.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I heard it was bad, but
What is the thing? What's the deal with that kid? I mean, the other younger one, like I see some of them, I'm like, wow, that's off the charts charisma. Like Speed is that kid is so awesome.
yeah, he's dope.
It's incredible. Like there's no explanation needed. What is it with Aiden Ross? Like, how did that motherfucker? I don't get it. Can you explain to me Twitch wise or streamer wise how he popped off?
Yeah, I mean, he was one of those guys, Aiden Ross, originally that was like he would play 2K.
Oh, he was a 2K streamer as well.
As a 2K streamer, he like got linked up with Bronny, LeBron James's son, because Bronny loves that shit.
Interesting.
He loves like streaming and all this stuff. And then when he got linked up with and he made friends with Bronny, LeBron James once famously called in to the fucking stream.
Wow.
And like that was his big pop off moment. After that, he basically would like every now and then have like rappers and like famous people on, and then he would pretend to be gay with them.
Oh, nice. Classic bit. Respect.
Yeah, classic bit. Corinna Koff, like all these other people like kind of put him on a little bit. And then and that stuff was actually like looking back at it was like kind of funny because he had this attitude where like he was seemingly well-intentioned.
Right.
You know what I mean? He was like
kind
a
of a
dumb
dumb
guy.
kid.
Yeah. He was just like a dumb kid who was like relatively harmless and wasn't like as angry. So I think people responded positively to it, even though he did a bunch of like dumb like scammer shit even before then, like with cryptocurrencies and whatnot. But like he was just making himself like he was making a fool of himself. It's whatever. It's a classic bit. And then the Andrew Tate stuff happened.
Oh yes.
And like he just fucking really grabbed onto that. He was just like, oh God, this is my guy.
Yeah.
And then he went like full blown right wing when he experienced like even a little bit of viewership decline. He was like, I'm right. I hate trans people. I should kill them.
Let's juice the numbers.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then he was already like working with this crypto casino called Stake.
Nice.
The unregulated,
too awesome.
Yeah, unregulated crypto casino, and they brought him on, and I mean, it's ever since then, it's just been like a right wing fucking spiral, and I think even his own community at this point is like, bro, you said you wanted to be like brand friendly again, like what the fuck are you doing? Because every now and then he would just like he'll just like pop off and be angry.
Damn, dude.
Yeah,
that's
it's
a
sad.
shame.
I think he also got like addicted to lean at a certain point too.
How old?
Dude, he's like 23 or something.
So funny. Yeah, like some of these kids are literally like what happened. We're just watching what happened to child stars. But imagine if fucking a child star had to be on TV fucking 9 hours a day.
Yeah.
You just watch their fucking hilarious decline.
Yeah.
Well,
I
whatever.
think
Fuck him.
I
I don't
didn't
give a
get
fuck.
to. Yeah, I didn't get to every part of his like radicalization, but
I
like
don't give that
there
much
was
of a
there
fuck.
was
I was just kind of curious.
every step of the way, like I was there and I was trying to help him out. I was like, bro, you're doing some crazy shit here. Like there was a moment where he was going to talk to Kanye West and I literally was like, when Kanye was doing the like insane, like Nazi spiral, I was like, don't do it. Like you're going to get in trouble. You're not going to be able to handle yourself well in this interview.
No way.
And he was like responsive to it. Like even then in the Andrew Tate, in the grips of the Andrew Tate
Sorry,
stuff.
I was just thinking about the Kanye. I'm not gonna say what kind of doctor he was. Clip.
Yeah. That's profound comedic timing.
It's insanely hilarious.
Yeah.
It's like you could not have like truly. I watched that and I'm like, this is better than any joke on any sitcom I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway. Okay, whatever. I don't give that much of a fuck about Aiden Ross. What's our boy DT up to these days? God, Kanye
Donald
was
Trump.
so funny. I hope he fucking doesn't.
He's apparently
He's over.
fucking
I think
living.
it's over.
He's living in a Tokyo hotel, trying to make a new album.
Damn. There'll always be a little part of me. This is like, I guess this is what it feels like when your dad abandons you. That it's like maybe he will come home for Christmas every time Kanye puts out an album, and he never will.
No, it's Jover.
It's
Unfortunately
unfortunately
you just gotta give it
Jover.
up. You gotta give it up. Oh, here it is.
Jover.
The thing about the red hat
Kanye almost fails a quick time event.
that drove me to a point of exhaustion, which was misdiagnosed by.
I mean, look at his
I'm
eyes.
not gonna say.
That's an insane guy.
Yeah, his pupils are fucking.
It's so fucked up that people are still recording him.
Yeah.
Having said that, yes, the comedic timing is incredible.
Yeah. Let's run it back here.
The red hat that drove me to a point of exhaustion, which was misdiagnosed by a. I'm not gonna say what race, what people, doctor, and what hospital, and what media went to. We know I can't say that. It was a Jewish doctor.
I mean, the timing's unbelievable. That's like literally a fucking perfect, like a cold open joke.
Took a brief moment, a brief pause to just deliver it.
And that pause was just like so. Yeah, it's somewhere between a half and a full second. The beat was perfect. Goddamn.
It's
he can't help himself being He's just insane.
Yeah.
He's got that insane look in his eyes.
Yeah, when your pupils are fucking like that.
Yeah. He looks like he's on mushrooms constantly.
So there's a lot of content that's coming out of this shit, dude. And we're gonna get to all of it, but a little bit of background. So I guess Torresdale or Feasterville community.
Feasterville.
They shut down this Mickey D's.
It's a community where everybody eats pussy. Feasterville.
They're feasting. It's Mr. Beast. No, it's a Mr. Beast community. Yeah.
I'm moving to Feasterville.
Yeah.
I'm moving to Feasterville.
I love that they were like, while we are not a political organization, we proudly open our doors to everyone, and as a locally owned and operated location, this visit provides a unique opportunity to shine a light on the positive impact of small businesses here. Small businesses in Feasterville.
McDonald's in Feasterville.
Yeah.
It's like, this is the classic. You know what? I didn't even consider that. How the fuck, like brand wise, how did McDonald's let this happen?
Because it's a franchise, so I think I guess.
Are you allowed? Are they allowed to use like in your franchise clauses and shit? Are you allowed to fucking support? Like, what if some guy wanted to have a Nazi fucking meet and greet at his McDonald's and take pictures?
Well, McDonald's Israel did that literally in fucking. They were like, "Hey, are you tired and hungry from slaughtering children in Gaza? Have a free
McGriddle.
Have a McDouble on us." And then
see if they were allies, they would give them McGriddles and they would fall asleep.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Just make them sluggish.
Yeah, that's true.
Should have thought of it, dude. We should take over McDonald's, and that's how we turn the tide.
Yeah. Well, then they did. Like the McDonald's like cutter was like, we are very angry at. We are not related to the McDonald's in Israel. This is different.
That's so fucking crazy.
There were literally like McDonald's foreign franchises that were duking it out with one another for like a while. So
weird.
In early October, it was crazy.
The next war will be fought. There will be a McDonald's civil war.
That's how you know. That's how you know like the American empire is ending, because the meme is like, no two places that have McDonald's franchises have ever fought one another. Like that's what people used to say.
You're right. It's
and
over.
Now it's like it's over.
It's over.
As America's
we got too big.
Yeah, as America's fucking power.
But you know what's nice?
Runs out.
You know what's nice? I was reading a little bit about. I got interested in like medieval shit, and when the Roman Empire, because this is over, America's over. I think that's pretty clear. If that's not clear to you, You're dumb. We're fucked. But it took like 300 years for like the Romans for shit to really collapse.
But they also
so
were
we'll
like,
be dead. Like our, your children.
but they also had a much larger, much longer runway.
True. That's
so
true.
I think like that time frame of like empire shortens dramatically.
Interesting.
Year over year, and even like the death and destruction of empire shortens as well. I think so. We're kind of speed running it.
Oh damn. I was really hoping to have a couple generations of like half ruin. I guess you could argue that's what this is. All our infrastructure's gone.
Everything is like falling apart.
Damn.
But hey, we got Donald Trump serving fries.
That's true.
You know, people are just like waiting for Grand Theft Auto 6. Like that's all. That's all.
Do you think
is.
Rockstar, if Rockstar was like, we'll release it 6 months earlier if you vote for this candidate, do you think that could sway the election? Like, do you think if Rockstar was like,
maybe
we have it ready to go, we want you to vote for Kamala? I think
maybe they could do that. They could do that.
Let's do it, dude. Rockstar. Well, actually, I don't even give a fuck.
To be fair, yeah, Rome built his empire from like 400 BCE, 300 BCE, and yes, this is what it felt like to live in a Roman Empire in like 380 law. But yeah, that's a much longer time frame than like America.
Years, yeah.
America's only been around for, you know,
and our real run was post World
centuries.
War II. Like we've only had the fat cock since World War II.
Yeah, kind of lucked out there.
That's not even 100 years. Damn, you're right. We're fucked.
And we only became like the singular power on the planet in the aftermath of the 90s. So like.
True.
Even before then, there was like, you know, we had the Cold War, so we had the USSR. There was like different poles of power that people could like tack onto or people could associate themselves with. Now it's just like post 90s, it's just been America running the fucking shit. And you can see how not so great it's been.
The only nice chunk, the really tasty part was honestly pretty much Clinton just used it up to get pussy in office. Like after that, it was like, then it's like 9/11, and then it's like that shit's not fun either.
Yeah.
So Slick Willie got a little run at it, and that was the peak of American empire. Was him getting pussy in office.
Yeah.
He didn't do it like the Kennedys, who had good parties, got the they did it on their own time. Clinton fucking was stealing. He was basically, it's time theft from the American taxpayer.
Also, Elon Musk is doing like scam charity shit or scam donation shit. Elon Musk just announced on stage that a super PAC will be awarding $1 million to a person chosen at random that has signed his super PAC's petition.
What?
He says he will be doing it every day through election day. He brought a man on stage and gave him one big $1 million check from after this.
For you.
Is this real?
Which is that we're going to be awarding $1 million.
God, he talks so stupid.
Randomly to people who have signed the petition every day from now until the election.
Yeah, this is good. This is awesome.
I have a
billionaires deserve this kind of power.
Yeah. I think this is great. Elon Musk, I really thought for a while, like all this Twitter shit, like would show people, because he's so extremely fucking online, that it would show people that like you really don't have to be brilliant to be a fucking billionaire. Like it would cut through the meritocracy lie.
I think it has to some extent for some people.
And it has to certain people, but honestly, dude, nah, I think there are still so many goddamn dick riders, dude.
Well, people, I mean, that is the whole thing about every fucking idiot thinks they could become rich. Like that's the underlying thing that keeps America going. It's like everyone is like, that's, it's like, I can't do this because I don't want to be taxed when I'm that rich.
It's also funny as fuck because like he literally would chirp nonstop about how, Jack Dorsey was like swinging Twitter in favor of like Joe Biden in the 2020 election. He was like the laptop story, Hunter Biden's laptop, whatever. And then he bought Twitter. He was forced into buying Twitter. And he started a pro-Trump super PAC, interviewed Donald Trump, literally fucking like elevates Nazis on a regular fucking basis. Like he is so openly pro-Trump. It blows my mind that nobody goes like, what do you mean? I thought you were, apolitical centrist. Like what the fuck happened? It just doesn't matter.
Well,
nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit.
He just wants people to think he's cool. It's that classic shit. It's the fucking rich nerd who wants people to think he's cool. He bought Twitter because he wanted desperately to be good at posting. He literally just bought the thing because he wasn't getting a good enough response. And now it's like nobody really fucks with him except he's doing the classic thing where it's like, how many people that are far right personalities just failed out of show business? and we're like, oh, this lane, I can be on fucking Gutfeld. You know
What
what
is
I mean?
this?
Like,
Someone's asking Elon why we're sending money to Israel.
Please encourage everyone you know.
he has no swag either.
It's really important because
It talks like he's always. It talks like he just ate saltines and he just needs a little water every time he talks.
All right, well, someone will clip the Israel question. I want to see what he has to ask. This is such a stupid waste of money, by the way. A petition to support the First Amendment, which he doesn't even support personally, and strikes me like Meg Whitman $100 voting for her governor campaign.
$100 vote. That's pretty.
I don't know. It's so fucking dumb. He's such a goddamn loser, and it pisses me off that people don't understand that. Like, at least Trump has like some level of swag.
Yeah,
like he's like kind of funny. He's like
The
kinda,
Apprentice was a good show.
Yeah, he's kind of zesty. He's
no,
catty.
he is entertaining and he's captivating,
Yeah.
and you can see why.
But Elon Musk has nothing,
Yeah.
dude. He has nothing. He's awful stage presence. He's like so incredibly fucking lame. I don't know. I don't know how the fuck people.
Well, it's so weird too, because if he had just not been in public, people did think of him as a fucking
Yes.
genius.
Nobody
as
thinks
like,
about Richard Branson.
No.
Like I'm sure he's a dickhead too.
Oh, you know he's on.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was on the flight logs, but he's on the other. Like Epstein was probably the McDonald's, and there's probably a Burger King of flight logs somewhere that they fucking deleted all the all the rest of the billionaires that aren't on that are on that one. I'm sure he's on that shit.
It just doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, if you're a billionaire, why the fuck are you so desperately trying to get these, like, why are you so extremely online? Why are you so extremely
It's so pathetic,
putting
dude.
yourself out there when you can just hire a fucking PR team and do what Mark Zuckerberg did and get hit with a Dominican ray?
It's so funny, dude.
Like, just be Dominican, bro.
do you think he
can
puts
do that.
curlers in his shit? What do you think his product is?
I don't fucking
The little
know.
chain is so funny.
Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg got hit with the Dominican ray, got fucking swole as shit, and now everyone's like, "Oh, dude, he's actually kind
He's
of nice
kinda
with
cool.
it." Yeah,
We all forgot about how bad Meta flopped. We all forgot
Yeah.
about wanting to be in fucking Wii bowling, have to go to work in Wii bowling.
yeah.
His big idea.
Meta flopped. Fucking 1,000 people fired. None of that matters now because he looks Dominican.
Yeah,
He's sick. He's got like cool hair and
cool
t-shirts.
hair.
And
He's gotten some kind of skin treatment. He's got his girl on some shit too. She's looking better these days.
yeah,
He's got his bitch looking right. You know, that's what you do with $1 billion.
yeah.
Buy fucking Porsche minivans or whatever.
Check
the
your
fuck.
Instagram DMs, you dumb himbo. Same username.
Who's this?
Rodrigo K. Dot. Thanks. I love when people are just like, I have a really important message that you have to hear from me.
It's a picture of his nuts.
Yeah. And it's like, I can't believe you haven't heard my really important message. Unless the really important message that you're sending me is about how at the top of the hour there's a 3-minute ad break, and if you no longer want to see those ads, you need to subscribe. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hear about that.
Mhm.
I don't want to hear about it. I don't
Mhm.
care about it. Okay. Because the 3-minute ad break is upon us.
That's right.
All right. Everyone forgot what the genocide Facebook did. Yeah, that's the other thing.
What did Facebook do?
Facebook participated through WhatsApp in like an endless amount of misinformation and lies being spread about Muslims in Burma. So the
Damn.
Rohingya genocide that occurred, the Myanmar government, like the Myanmar military fucking was straight up doing a genocide to the Muslims in the area. And all of that was justified. When Hassan starts crying like this, it means he's pissed and want to be this guy. What?
Which guy?
Crybaby?
Trump?
I don't even know what. Dude,
Or
that's
maybe
my-
Zuckerberg?
that's
Oh,
my-
Elon. He
Yeah.
thinks you want to be Elon.
Yeah. That's
That's
my
hysterical.
favorite type of person who like can't read social cues at all.
Yeah.
So he's just like hallucinating.
And also is like bragging about a guy that doesn't know him. It's one
Yeah.
thing to be like, bitch, I'm fucking cooler than you. It's like, hey, Hassan, you fucking pussy. Elon's cooler than you. It's my
Yeah.
good buddy Elon. I'm also a fucking loser. And one day, dude, have you seen the tech bros that try and like, as pathetic as Elon is, and I do think he has that pathetic I'm rich and I want people to think I'm cool thing.
Yeah.
The fucking like VC guys and the fucking tech guys that go up to him and have their phone out and are clearly like nervous to talk to him, that's fucking pathetic. His reply guys, that's
my
maybe
God.
some of the most
I
little
know.
dick guys of all time.
It's like
They see that and they're like, that's
it's
what I want. And I
so-
get it. If you're a swagless nerd, he has done the best you can with his level of fucking charisma. He really has.
yeah.
But, you know, I mean, I'm sure those guys don't
He's
fuck
got
at all.
autistic riz. It's like a fucking
Right.
frequency that
Right, that's true.
I
And I'm
think
sure
like
there's some
I think
autistic
dumb
women.
guys. I think dumb guys like that aren't
Grimes
dumb
is like
guys
a
that
robot.
aren't like autistic themselves, but think like when they see someone who is like, they're like, oh, that's a smart like that's like that's like a weirdly smart
No, you're
guy.
right. You're right.
Like,
Because
they
I
don't-
do think the 80s, so much of 80s
Yeah.
culture before, now people talk about autism too much, but before they understood it, they
Yeah.
just filtered that as what a smart nerd is. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, a guy who talks fast and doesn't look you in the eye. And so
Exactly.
if someone does that now, it's like, oh yeah, that guy's fucking smart.
Yeah, and they don't understand that like, no, you can be a fucking dumbass. Like,
Yeah.
you can just be an autistic dumbass. You know, it's
Yeah.
not like you're not automatically like a savant.
Totally.
Who's
You can
brilliant.
be autistic about a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Usually it's fucking Yu-Gi-Oh or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, which would have been much better for Elon.
Let's go
I
back in
think.
time and I guess he's not old enough.
Yeah.
He's too old.
All right, let's.
If we had
let's
just
get,
introduced young Elon to the Blue Eyes White Dragon, none of this would be a fucking issue.
let's get let's see what Donald Trump did or is doing here.
She did, but it turned out to be a totally phony story. So, if you don't mind, I want to work the French fry counter.
God,
I like
his-
Elon
even
Musk
his-
as an engineering leader and a visionary. That's awesome. He is not a visionary, brother. He is just a rich guy who literally fucking constantly lies about what he wants to do.
well, wasn't
and
he a
then
good
goes-
marketer?
Also, literally talk to any of the engineers that actually work under him, and you will realize that the only people at SpaceX that are still there, by the way, all like fucking former NASA people, regardless, literally despise him. He has a crazy fucking turnover rate at all of his companies. The only people that are there have stock options, so they stick around because they're like, well, we're locked into this. Like, it's true. There are impressive feats of engineering accomplishments that SpaceX has delivered. Okay, but it's not because of Elon Musk's brilliant
He's
leadership.
not in the lab.
He just goes, we're going to Mars. And then the next day, he'll just fucking sit in front of a goddamn room of engineers that are infinitely more brilliant than him. And he goes, make this happen.
Yeah, I guess but I mean, didn't he market, like, wasn't fucking Tesla somebody else's company? He just was better at marketing it?
Yeah, he bought Tesla.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I'll give him that. I'll give him props for Tesla. Like, he recognized early on that EVs were going to be the future.
Yeah.
And he jumped on that train pretty fucking quickly. And he did technically market EVs and Tesla fairly well for like the first I don't know, for the first like
Before I knew
half
who
a
he
decade to a
was.
decade. But even then there was like hella fucking lies that he told during Tesla too. He was like, "Oh, Roadster, we're going to make that." And then he would just like reskin a fucking Lotus or would take like a different car and be like, this is going to be the new Tesla Roadster.
The
Give me
robot is
money.
the best thing. Also, it's like not imaginative at all. All his shit is just shit from fucking movies. Like it's all shit that exists. It's so interesting that, I don't know, that's not what a visionary is. You're just taking the shit from iRobot and fucking making everything look like that.
Anyway,
Whatever, fuck him. I don't give a fuck.
Let's continue with this.
Next.
Let's continue with the real GOAT.
His posture's all fucked, dude.
I mean, he is like 80.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show my peeps.
Oh, the tits are
Oh,
looking
he's
okay.
hot, dude. He's
Yeah.
fucking
He's
sexy.
a fucking piece of ass.
He looks good, dude.
I love, again, just going down memory lane of his best videos when it's the Kim Jong-un and he's just like, are they going to make us handsome and skinny?
Yeah,
I mean, you want to talk about a gay guy.
dude. It's so funny that he like lies about his height and weight and everything too. Like, remember when he was fucking arrested and he wrote his like height and weight and he said he was 220 pounds and 6'4".
Fuck yeah, dude.
It's like, that's literally my height and weight.
That's awesome.
Okay.
You guys do look pretty similar.
Yeah, we have the same build.
He's got more cock meat than you. That's probably the only. So he's kind of
Yeah.
smaller than you because his dick is like 8 times as big.
That's true. That's how you know his dick is massive, because of this fucking tie.
He owns a lot of McDonald's. That's great. Thank you.
Get the apron on, bro. I think this is turning him on a little bit. I like it.
like
he,
it.
He actually does. This is the first time he actually is telling the
Yeah,
truth.
yeah. No, for sure. This is not like him being like, the Bible.
Yeah, that was, and again,
What can I say?
I mean, you see a clip like that and you're like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah. But here he is not lying. He does like it all.
I like every ounce of it, everything. But I do like the French fries where I'll be working.
Of course.
I listened to Kamala. She said it was so hot. It was so hot. It was such a
Oh, this is in
That's why.
retaliation.
Yeah, he's saying like
Hysterical.
he did this so he could literally turn around and be like, "I've worked at McDonald's for longer than you have."
That's
And
awesome.
Kamala, you made it up. You lied.
That's so fucking awesome.
We're going to learn how to do it right now. Thank
He's got some, he's just a worker trying to get through, but I have a big pair on that lady. I respect. I tip my hat to you, ma'am. And may you have an easy shift at McDonald's.
We're gonna be more than happy to help you teach fries. We're gonna start over here on the fry hub. I'm gonna take the lead at first.
It seems crazy how Americans are 50-50 split between Trump and Kamala. Why do you think these people are so distrustful of Kamala? Is it her past or something? Okay, this is such a fucking long question to answer, but I'm going to be as reductive as possible here, okay? Number one, there's a lot of people who are fucking stupid on both sides of the fucking political spectrum, okay? That's number one. Like, there's a lot of dummies out there. Just understand that. Number two, a lot of people are also suffering and they're resentful and they're angry. And this fucking dipshit tells them, it's because brown people exist. And they're like, oh my God, you're so right. We should fucking, you're going to deal with that. I love you. That's great. People just have a lot of disgust for the Democratic Party for understandable reasons.
Yeah, there's a lot of fucking reasons for it.
Yeah, so that's it. He has been able to very successfully tailor himself as like the working class champion, despite the fact that like virtually every part of the optics of this is the
That's the
exact
funniest
opposite.
thing of all time.
Yeah.
He's the kind of guy who disdains his whole life disdained, and still probably does disdain the poor. I mean, but this is classic shit. That's the classic conservative playbook. It's always either an immigration issue or a values issue. It's gay people, it's trans people. They're really fucking trying to do everything. And then the Democrats too, they said all this other, they ran fucking Biden who sucks dick and nothing, and basically nothing good has happened. Everyone's lives still are worse. They're not doing anything about Palestine. There's so many reasons not to support the Democratic Party. And every fucking election, they're like, we're not going to do anything good, but somebody might do something worse. And it's like, how many fucking times are we going to have to fucking hear that shit? Where it's like, they just have a gun to your head and they're like, either vote for us or it's your fault.
And it's also that paired up with the Electoral College, which makes it like early irrelevant to go and vote in a fucking deep blue state or a deep red state, in the minds of a lot of Americans at least. That and the inability for the Democratic Party to truly put out a message that communicates the material harm that people are experiencing is the reason why people are just like 50% of the country doesn't fucking vote.
Literally, what's one issue? Like, this was the problem with Hillary's fucking campaign, even Kamala's campaign. It's like, what's one thing? Just say fucking healthcare. Lie that you'll give people healthcare. Like,
that's the thing I don't understand. Yeah.
Lie.
Like,
why aren't you fucking doing anything?
Trump does it all the time. He'll just literally be like,
It's so
I'm going to
crazy.
drive the fucking prices down. And then nobody asks him like how you're going to drive the prices down. He's like, I'll just do it.
Yeah.
I'll just do it.
It'll happen.
And then people are like, oh, that's awesome. Like, I feel like he's going to be great for the economy.
Yeah.
Like,
That's fucking,
yeah.
It is funny too, because he already ran. That's the funniest part, to fall for this shit again. It's like, that's also why he doesn't have any juice, because it's tough to run as the outsider when you literally were just fucking president. Whatever. I don't really give that much.
I want to
of a
know
fuck.
what this guy thinks, like what he disagrees with me on. Like, I want to hear that. Yeah. And part of the issue is that the Democrats are actively saying like, no, we're just like the Republicans, but gay. And everyone's like, that's the worst part of the whole story. Like, you want to be a fucking annoying, smarmy Republican? Like, nobody wants, you burned the candle on both ends. You chose the worst aspect of it. Okay.
We're Republicans that will get you fired if you said a slur when you were 12.
Yeah.
That's their Democratic Party's message.
Which is crazy, because it's like, but you're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
They're like,
it sucks.
So ultimately, yeah, a lot of people will look at that message and be like, well, neither of this works for me.
Yeah.
I don't
This
like
sucks
it.
dick. but only one of them is fucking acting funny and gay.
Yeah.
And I'll vote for him. Funny gay racist.
Yeah. That and also like obviously there's a lot of like single issues in the culture war, like wedge issues that the Republicans have completely fucking dominated the field on, like gun, you know, you'll be able to keep your fun, cool toys that you know will blow your fucking head off when your son has access to it, but whatever.
You'll get to keep the thing that when you fire it, you forget you're divorced for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
You'll get it's the Men in Black eraser gun, but for you got divorced.
But it makes me feel so goddamn good. I wish I could use this on Deborah. That type of shit.
Nice. Look at that. Look at that working man's posture. Honestly, this is making me want Mickey D's.
I know. It's working.
It's fucking good. I miss McDonald's.
I like even before the BDS stuff, like I still didn't really eat a lot of Mickey D's anyway, but this is like reminding me of the delicious, perfectly golden, crispy French fries.
What was your go-to fast food when you were a child? Because for my family, it was McDonald's.
In America, in Turkey, it's different.
Oh yeah,
like all of it is like, especially when I was growing up, it was like shittier versions of the American one. I think that's changed now, but it almost feels in Turkey.
Ali's goat shit stew.
No, we don't have, bro. I got fucking hella donut. There was a place called Ospava. Which would so fucking good. Turkish street food and like Turkish fast food is fantastic. It's just that
dog shit.
But
they never hand it to you. Some fucking cocksucker with a mustache keeps taking it away from you. What the fuck kind of culture is that?
Oh, they've been hurt. You sound like a man who has been wronged. You're very
fuck them. All I'm saying is you go to Greece, you fucking give them €1, they hand you a delicious gyro. No one's fucking mad. There's no trickery fucking anywhere.
Yeah,
it's just delicious, affordable cuisine.
Over here, all your fry cartons right here. Give it a couple shakes.
The shakes.
Over here.
Wow.
Small, medium, and large cartons all right there for you. A lot of our orders today are going to be mediums. So that's what we're focusing on. We've got the AccuSalt dispenser right here.
The AccuSalt.
That on there, the way that this works.
That's awesome. Drinking your Essentia. Fuck you.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, huh? How long have you done this?
8 years.
And you're very good at it, right?
8 years. God damn, boy. Fuck. Fucking go to community college. Yeah, go become a fucking roofer. What the fuck are you doing?
When you're opening these cartons, you're going to push them aside, push that bottom part up, and that's that, and then we're going to hold them like this.
I've had many of those.
Not to squeeze too hard, because then you're going to be kind of packing the fries. Yep, exactly. So we're going to grab our fry scoop, and we'll put them in there, and that will be that. Also, when the fries come up, we're going to give them a twirl, make sure they're all evenly salted, everything like that, and then we'll put them on the fry ribbon, ready to go for that order.
Damn, bro. 8 years at McDonald's is fucking devastating.
I'm sure he had raises that kept up with inflation every year.
Yeah, no,
I'm sure he has plenty of opportunities.
He's definitely doing great financially speaking.
He looks good, honestly. I love that goatee. That goatee's hanging nice, dude. Look at that hang time on his shit. He's got a goatee like fucking Satan came back and challenged you to a fiddling contest. He's got a classic satanic goatee. My man's looking like Guy Fawkes.
Have you guys ever seen that video on TikTok where it's like how much does a McDonald's employee make every second? And it's so sad. He's like in the process of making a single fucking, $7 burger, the Mickey D's employees making like 80 cents.
Oh.
And it's just like every
brutal.
second, like the dollar value is like going up, and I'm like, oh my God, that's so fucked up, dude.
I know.
Why are we making fun of a working class man? Man, shut the fuck up, pussy. We're
fucking
acknowledging that
goatee is stupid, and we think he should be doing better. You fucking dummy.
Yeah. Also, we're acknowledging how fucking shitty, how dire his circumstances are.
He should get a raise, you fucking idiot. You don't get that? Dude, was what that comment was about?
Again, this is the reason why fucking like liberals are so goddamn annoying. Like they're just like
absolutely.
Excuse me.
Tattle? No one wants to be tattletales. Are fucking idiots. You don't want to be the tattle. Nobody likes a tattletale.
It's just and
people that would agree with like we have a lot of common ground on certain issues. Don't like you if you're just a fucking snitch. Nobody wants to be a bitch ass snitch.
Yeah.
Everybody wants healthcare. Everybody hates their fucking boss, but they don't want you to be scolded because their group chats. What? And by the way, what do your fucking most private group chats look like? Fucking the Democrat, the fucking what is fucking what's that bit? Who's like the leaders of the Democrats right now?
It's so sad. The owner, Donald Trump, staged a McDonald's event at a McDonald's that was closed. The franchise owner of this McDonald's has been fighting against raising the minimum wage. It has been on the side. It has been the site of protests in the past for working conditions.
That's crazy.
Senator Haywood empowered Carold to raise the wage to advocate for minimum wage increase for local workers.
That's a crazy coincidence.
Yeah,
that McDonald's is the one that wants Trump to fry up some taters for him. You know, in this divisive time, I think what all of America needs is a right down the middle comedy that everyone can enjoy. Something like Let's Start a Cult out in theaters October 25th.
Yeah, that's...
Don't you agree, Hassan?
Where you will see how bad of a fucking employee he was. And you can imagine how bad he was at the Sherman Williams paint job that he was talking about earlier, but this time in a gravel...
It's true. As a gravel salesman. Don't, folks, go out there, forget about your troubles for 90 minutes and go watch Let's Start a Cult. Go to stavi.biz/movie for tickets. We're going to be in like 30 cities. And after our theatrical run, we will also be on VOD. Just a little something to, you know, let's remind the viewers that that's coming out here.
Yeah, much like Stavros watching Phantom of the Opera, you'll get your shit sucked off. If you pull up, Let's Start a Cult with a lady friend that just rolled in. Guaranteed you're getting your shit sucked sideways.
Lady friend, dude friend, whoever's going to be there is going to suck your cock.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Don't watch with your family members.
Don't watch it with your family.
Yeah.
You have to, if you do watch it with your family, wear one of those lead aprons like you do at the dentist when you get an x-ray. That's the only thing that will be able to keep them away from your dick.
Yeah, they'll keep slamming their head. It'll be awkward. All right, let's continue.
And we'll probably drop it, once it's your turn, we'll probably drop another basket, and then I'll take care of these.
$20 an hour is more than what some dental assistants or nursing assistants make. Some people with pharmacy jobs only make $18, $19.
So no, don't pay them more.
Yeah.
You fucking idiot.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Come on.
You're right, dude.
You're so fucking stupid.
I was so wrong, man. It's really...
someone's getting their cock chopped off. So that we shouldn't stop someone getting their whole lower body chopped off.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Wow, that was quick. You're quick on your feet.
Thanks,
with these,
man. This guy's pissing me off.
Yeah, it's awesome.
What's the fucking CEO of McDonald's been fucking paid, you idiot? Let's track CEO pay over since the fucking 70s. God, I'm getting pissed off.
Or the fucking franchise owner.
True. God, that guy's fucking goatee is awesome for real. I've turned. I actually love it. I bet his girl tugs on that shit when he's eating her pussy. I bet she directs. It's like the D-pad.
You want food again from the same place that I ordered from before?
I might go get some sushi in a little bit, honestly.
Damn.
Sorry, man.
It's all good.
Sorry, man. I just gotta go out, touch grass. You know, I'm not a fucking
all right, we're gonna skip
troll
some
like
of this.
you.
I know.
I can't be. It's a fucking beautiful day. I'm about to fly to Chicago. I'm not spending all day in your looking at a fucking screen.
In my goon cave. Someone said your friend is funny. You should be a comedian.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, that's a good idea.
That's a lot of people. What do you think, Doug?
It's hot.
Report back.
Wait, he didn't even put the fucking fries. Is he gonna fry them or not?
Oh, I should also say, if you're in New York City, we're doing some special screenings of the movie that I will be at. We'll be doing a live Q&A this Friday and Saturday. I forgot to mention that.
Slowly, gently lowered into the oil. Don't want to burn yourself. Up, down. There you go.
Oh, he couldn't even do it himself.
Probably got soft ass hands. Me, I got fucking calluses from getting fucking swole today.
Respect.
We're gonna put it right here. Now we're waiting for that duty timer. So now when that duty timer comes up, again, hit the timer, take it out the oil slowly, give it a little shake so that we don't get stuck together, and then lower it back into the oil. So this one will probably go off before anyway.
He's shaking it, dude.
I like to see good jobs, and I think it's inappropriate when somebody puts down all over the place that she worked at McDonald's. It was a big part of her resume.
This is it.
Fuck
This is the reason why he did this, to be like, it's inappropriate. It never worked at McDonald's. It's a lie.
There's gotta be, how many fucking lawsuits have been filed against not like people that he's employed? There's no way.
Yeah, no,
there aren't atrocious.
Oh no, he's notorious.
Violations.
He's notoriously, he doesn't pay contractors. Like, that's the craziest part. If you're like a fucking working class guy and you're like, you do any sort of like serious fucking labor and you're like, no, this is the guy that's gonna defend me. it blows my fucking mind. Like, yeah, the Democrats suck. We know. But it's like this dumb fuck literally notoriously did not pay laborers like ever.
Yeah, imagine being a contractor and having to work for this guy. Take like wipe your memory and you're a contractor. You see a guy that looks exactly like this. You go to his golden apartment. You think he's gonna fucking? These are the guys that don't pay you on time.
He doesn't pay venues. He doesn't pay anybody. Even when he's like fucking campaigning, he like notoriously doesn't pay fucking venues and shit. Yeah, I know this was faked. I know the restaurant was closed to the public. I know. We know that would have been. Can you imagine, dude? Do you know what the fucking line would look like if they were making one fry at a time at a real McDonald's?
How tough a job it was. She specifically talked about the heat. It was so tough. She never worked at McDonald's. McDonald's just confirmed that again, by the way.
Wait, what? McDonald's confirmed it.
God, I hope he doesn't fucking. I mean, I guess I don't really fucking care, to be honest. I truly just. The only thing that actually worries me is just the Supreme Court shit, but he really is on his Biden shit.
The thing that really pisses me off, I've been thinking about this more and more, like I'm not gonna fucking yell at people when they're like, I'm not voting for Kamala Harris. Like, I don't care. I will never fucking like vote scold you. But the thing that is, I think, a big mistake that the Kamala campaign has not even been using is like, since the Haitians are eating cats and dog shit, I was reminded of like how imaginably arrogant and fucking annoying his fans are, and how much they never shut the fuck up, and how incredibly stupid they are. Like, they'll just hear him say something and then just like repeat it like fucking robots. So and constantly fucking yelling. 4 years of that, dude. It is, you know, get ready for it. Get excited for it. It's coming. Okay. 4 years of fucking hogs that are running around being like, oh, I'll have you know that the crime rate by the FBI was changed because woke and gay. Yeah. Because the FBI is gay and woke. It's just like, oh my God.
I hate when cops are too gay and woke.
Yeah.
Something that definitely is happening.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, they're not actually fucking Patufa. That's right. Karaimor Hassan. Proof Kamala is going to lose. What do you mean proof that Donald Trump notoriously does not fucking pay his contractors? Dude, just Google it, man. Fucking, like, this is what I don't understand. Like, you can fact check me, you know? It's super simple. It's incredibly easy to do that. But instead, you're just like, you're doing the thing. You're doing the annoying thing where you're like, I don't know. Yeah, see, exactly. I don't know what you're talking about. So you must be lying.
Wrong. Like, I haven't heard it. It's wrong.
You must be lying to me. Must be fake.
Oh, fuck.
That's
all right,
great.
Man, I think I have to fucking take a piss, eat one of your protein snacks, and get the fuck out of here.
All right.
I got to stroll, man. The sunshine is too nice right now.
I know. I already spent most of the morning outdoors, so I already got my fucking.
You got your fucking.
I already got my sunlight. Yeah.
I love it. Well, this was beautiful. I'm gonna try and come back later.
Next time he's got something to fucking promote.
It'll be the VOD release.
Yeah. This motherfucker.
I'm a fucking busy man, Hassan. What do you want from me?
I know.
Not all of us work from our fucking house.
He's too busy getting his shit sucked off.
I'm too busy watching Phantom of the Opera, dude.
Yeah.
Getting my fucking nuts sucked. All right, brother.
All right.
Bye, chat.
Peace. Do it. Here, this is your water now. You can take it home with you. There you go. All right. Little brief Stavy baby. Walk your friend out. Man, shut up. Okay. All right. Let's keep going. Trump is actually a genius. You should do a stream like this sometime. I have done a stream like this. I think Trump stole this idea from Cutie Cinderella when I did it. When I did this. And unlike Trump, we actually did have real fucking clients. And a time frame and a time constraint that we had to be held to.
Lift the handle up to let it drain. Give like 10 seconds once it's done draining.
Are you a sociopath?
Do they have some? Looks good, huh? These are definitely fresh. Good thing they're definitely fresh.
There. And then we're gonna bring this handle up towards the sky. So that way
Bro, it took him so goddamn long to make these fucking fries. That's crazy. Just put the fries in the bag, Unc. Put them in the bag.
Right here, sides. Step up.
Never even touch it, huh?
Yeah, no shit. Of course you don't touch it. What the fuck?
Can I give it to these guys? Here, take it.
Want to do another one?
Yeah.
So again, we're gonna sides, bottom, and then we're gonna hold it like this. So that way we don't squish the fry.
Okay, got it.
Exactly, and then grab your fry scoop.
I think Trump should do this for every other job. Like, this is kind of cool. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this is one of the coolest things he's done so far. He should just do this for every other job. Like, you know, work at an Amazon distribution facility, work in a fucking coal mine. Peace. Just do this all the time. I love that. I want to see him. Yeah, I want to see him picking fucking vegetables, dude, or fruits.
A little bit more.
We'll do another one.
Yep. And then this one we gotta dump it over.
Trump OBGYN. Okay, no, maybe not that much. I gotta pee.
Let's do it.
We're back there, good. And then you can hang that one right back over there. Thank you. And then we're gonna grab our salt. And then just one dump, no movement. Good. Turn over. And then you're gonna grab the fry scoop and just give it a swirl, get it all that salt mixed up in there. Very good. Step back in there.
Cool.
Then we're gonna take from these ones first. It is first in, first out, with the freshest ones.
I like that. Turn it up. Keep it tight. We got the salt on it. Never touches the human hand.
Very good.
Nice and full.
Thank you.
Good. Do another one?
Yeah.
I'll grab it. Okay. Never touched by a human hand. Nice and clean. Of course, my hands are nice and clean. This guy's a good instructor.
I appreciate it.
Wow. I'm going to give a really big one so that, look at that, they're just pouring out of it. How good is that, Margot? Here, Margot, have them. She's been with me a long time. She's the only one can afford to have them.
Now, do you want to keep going with the fries, or do you want to?
No, I think it's good. Now, how about we bag them now?
Exactly. Okay. We're going to back to JoJo. JoJo's going to help you with the bag.
Jojo, you're an expert at this, huh? Let's go. Thank you.
President Trump. So for our first order that's going out the window, we're going to need 3 medium fries. So would you like to put the medium fries in the bag?
I think so, yeah. So we'll do that. Because you know who's taking these, right? Mine. Do they ever ask for more salt? Supposing we want some extra salt, can we just go like that?
We will give them salt packets.
Watch this second. I love salt. Wait a minute, I spilled some. I'm very superstitious.
I love salt.
Let's go.
He did it. He put the fries in the bag officially.
Fine.
He's getting the clip.
Standing up, right?
Correct.
Expert at this, huh? How long have you done all different jobs? She doing a good job? Better, right? Beautiful. Let's go. How many would you put in a bag like this? Like 6? You got mediums?
5 is fine.
5?
Will fit the most. First order, get 3 medium fries, and they're waiting for you.
Oh, I see. Now I'm going to see that. Oh, that's your customer out there.
Yes.
Wow, it's pretty good. Okay, let's say.
Oh.
Do you believe this? Look at this guy. He's a MAGA guy all the way.
Okay, so for his first order.
Yeah, nobody. Of course, chat. This is not real. Okay, nobody orders only fries. It's not like they exclusively ordered fries. Every single person on that drive-through just only ordered fries, like 5 of them at a time.
Hello, everybody.
Look at all the cameras. Holy shit.
This is not a normal situation, is it?
Oh my God, chat is so fucking annoying. They're like, I'm a vegetarian. It's like, yeah, dude. Okay. Yes, you're right. This is real. This is a real thing. It wasn't set up ahead of time. Every single person happened to order fries. They're all vegetarian Trump supporters.
Oh, they look like the what? They look like the what? Thank you.
Right. He appreciate all this order right here.
Thank you. And there'll be no charge. Trump is, okay, great. This is all on Trump. Oh, hold on. I'm allowed to do that, right?
Yeah.
Everything you said it would be. It better be. It's going to be the best yet. I made it myself. You're the man. Make America great. That's it. Right. Thank you, man. Thank you. Have a good time.
Yeah, after fucking 3 failed assassination attempts, they just like made him randomly work at a McDonald's without making sure that every single person that was near that driveway in a fucking 100-mile radius wasn't a card-carrying Trump supporter. You're right.
Have a good thank you very much. Thank you very much. I will. I promise. Thank you very much. That's on me. Okay? Have a good time. Thank you. I have another order.
This is their order.
That's thousands of people. It's like the perfect looking person.
Dude, he loves talking about how hot people are. It's weird. You're a perfect looking person.
Thank you very much. Thank you, darling. You have a great mom? Good or great? Thank you very much. Thank you, darling. Wow, so nice.
All right, you're doing a good job.
Okay, these are nice people.
This was a crowd outside the building, by the way. Meal Team 6 is shown up to a McDonald's to watch Donald Trump and the fry machine. Oh, dude, this is not normal, man. I'm telling you right now, okay? These people are fucking insane. This is straight up a fucking cult, dog. And there's something so weird about the way that they operate, the way that they move, the way that they carry themselves. I don't know. There's just... I mean, I look at this and I'm like, this is mental illness in full display. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like when people go like, oh, well, what about Kamala supporters? It's like, there isn't this level. There isn't this same stink on it. I don't know how to describe it. Like there are definitely weirdo liberals out there. I mean, I duke it out with them on a regular fucking basis, but there is something truly unique to someone who is just like openly a Trump supporter. Like I don't know. It's like, you can tell, okay? You can tell. That's all I'm saying. When you got a Trump supporter in your ranks, like in your immediate vicinity, there is just like something off. Maybe for me, I don't know. I can just like smell the hog from a mile away, but there is just something always off. You know how we were watching the Kanye West video earlier and his pupils were fucking dilated? It's kind of like that. There's just something that is like not right. I have yet to in all of the places I've been to, I have yet to meet a Trump supporter where I'm like, well, you're a normal guy. Wow, you're a Trump supporter? This shocked me. Like it doesn't. There's always something that's like a little crazy about it. It's been like this for 8 years, but it's cranked up now. All the bandwagoners have dropped off as the true crazies now. Yeah. This is the far end of the spectrum. There are so many normal people who are just easily manipulated by Trump. People who are normal. My parents are an example. Like, of course, there are millions of Americans, tens of millions of Americans that vote for Donald Trump. I'm sure there are some normal people. I'm just saying I've never encountered the normal person that is a fucking Trump supporter. And by the way, the uniting principle here, for the record, is that all Trump supporters, for one reason or another, have absolutely been fucking duped. Okay? So, like, if you were to ask your parents who are Trump supporters, like, why they're voting for Trump, I'm sure they will tell you a million different reasons. The problem is, every single one of those reasons is just completely ridiculous. Like, oh, he's going to fix the economy. You'll be like, how? He's just going to fix it. It was better under him, and that's why. Like, how? How is he going to fix the economy? Has he told you how he's going to fix the economy? Nope. It don't matter. Be like, oh yeah, he's going to do tariffs. It's like, do you know what a tariff is? Do you know what that does to your pocketbook? Do you understand? Like, tariffs are not paid by the fucking foreign, the foreign nation, okay? Especially if there is no substitute good that is like domestically manufactured, okay? You don't understand. If it's something that you only get from, I don't know, China or any other fucking foreign country, and he wants to slap a tariff onto it, you're going to pay for it, dumbass. That's it. It's a tax on you, the consumer. It's paid at the entry point into the country, and those costs transfer over to the consumer. But, you know, God forbid you have a normal conversation about how this shit works. You can't. And I say this as someone who isn't like necessarily full blown. Like, I understand trade protectionist policies. I don't think that there is a issue with that. I literally work with American manufacturers on my own merchandise. Not only American manufacturers, but also American manufacturers that are unionized. Okay. I work with union shops. Many people don't do that. And having said that, and with an understanding of like how tariffs work, I still don't fucking understand how people are just like, yeah, you don't get it, brother. He's going to fucking tax China. It's like, no, dumbass, he's going to tax you. Okay. It is going to drive up the costs for you, the consumer. That's how tariffs work.
How are you? Your new baby. How are you? So this is compliments of me. Okay. All right. You go have a good time. It's cute. This is fun. I could do this all day. I wouldn't mind this.
Also, the other part of this process is like, if you don't beef up manufacturing and you just simply put tariffs, then you're cooked. That's the other part. You can put a tariff on specific goods, hopefully to improve and increase domestic manufacturing on that exact same good. If you do that, prices will still go up because domestic manufacturing is going to be more expensive. But ultimately, that will yield positive results for the American economy down the line, in the long term especially. But if you simply put tariffs on goods without actually having any sort of domestic manufacturing to make up for the demand, then prices are going to go doubly high, both on the tariff front and also even the American manufacturers that can't even catch up to make up for the rest of the lack of supply.
This job.
That's
I
it?
like
That's
this
all
job.
he
I think I
did?
might come back and do it again.
Thank you.
Mr. President, I mean, thank you so much. The type of
Thank you very much. Yeah, I took a bullet. That's right.
Thank you, Mr. President.
When you think about it, I guess that's right. Thank you very much. Beautiful
One
wife.
picture?
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you so much.
Both. Hello, everybody. I'm having a lot of fun here, everybody.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Look at all the fake news over there. Hello, everybody.
You can fake this,
And
right?
you know, this is compliments of Trump, okay?
Yes, thank you, Mr. President.
Yes.
Please don't let the United States become Brazil, my native Brazil.
Oh, we'll keep it.
Normal lady. Just normal Trump supporters once again. Wait, why is she upset about Brazil? Is she like post Lula upset? I assume she's saying like, look at Brazil. It's become Lula. It's become communist Lula territory. They have Lulags. Please save us. She probably loved it when Bolsonaro was in charge. He was like, oh, please make America just like Brazil.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a pleasure, Mr. President. Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you over there.
Oh my God.
Have a good time.
Thank
Nice
you.
to
You
see
too,
you.
Mr.
Bye. Thank you. How good are these people? I'm going to take plenty. I'm going to definitely have French fries for the plane. Have you seen the people over there? That is thousands of people. How are you? Nice to see you. This is my guy. Great cinematographer.
Kamala fans too say stupid things. True. I mean, yeah. Yeah, they say stuff like Kamala Harris is working tirelessly around the clock to get a ceasefire in Israel, you know, to get a ceasefire in Gaza. That's a stupid thing that they say. But even then, while that is a stupid thing that they believe, some of them, okay, and I agree with your assessment, it still is not the same as like this level of idol worship. It's just not. And I don't know how else to describe it. It's because so much of right-wing mania stems from completely made up issues. Okay? Like, I'm voting for Donald Trump because he is going to kill every undocumented immigrant that has been ravaging every town. That has just been ravaging every town. Undocumented migrants everywhere, left and right. They're just killing people on the streets. And then the police, who are now woke, are not actually reporting those crimes because they're afraid of the Kamala administration. And also simultaneously, the FBI is also woke. Okay? And also, I don't know, just like a number of different fucking idiotic things that they believe. It's so stupid.
Not enough. I want more. I want more money. No, I'm big. I'll tell you what, it's a great franchise. It's a great company, and they've been very, very nice. And come on, you know, if you look at really what's happening, look at the crowd over there. Look how happy everybody is. They're happy because they want hope. They need hope. And that's what we're doing. That's what we're going to give, much more than hope. We're going to take hope and make it fact.
Mr. President, you actually have worked at McDonald's now.
Now I have worked at McDonald's. I've now worked for 15 minutes more than Kamala. Okay, she never worked here. I've now worked 15 minutes more than Kamala. So worked at McDonald's.
Yeah, real McDonald's in the situation would be like, if you got time to lean, you got time to clean, baby. You got time to lean, you got time to clean. What's happening here? You just fucking yapping, huh? Get back to work.
I'm going to say, why? Because she's lying, Kamala. That's why. Why would she lie? She shouldn't lie about it. McDonald's confirmed 4 times now. She never worked here. But let's not talk about that. It's an amazing business. It's an amazing country. And we're going to make America greater than ever before. We're going to do it. And
By the way, even before he did this, I told you, like, the only reason why he's doing this is to specifically be like, lying Kambala. She lied about working for McDonald's. I've now officially worked for a longer time at McDonald's than Kambala has.
companies like this, look at the enthusiasm. I mean, that's thousands of people over there. They go miles back. That's incredible. So
Why does it matter whether she worked there or not? I genuinely don't care, but I think like she did work at McDonald's, and because McDonald's I think doesn't keep these employee records or something because she lied. I don't think she lied. Did she not work at McDonald's? I'm pretty sure she did. And the only thing they have is that she didn't put it on her fucking resume when she was applying to like law jobs or something. I think that's literally what it is. Let's see. Kamala Harris worked at McDonald's. What? McDonald's branch swears employees to secrecy over Kamala Harris's employment history. Trump visits restaurant in Feasterville, Pennsylvania after claiming vice president is lying about working for the fast food chain. I mean, we'll find out this week. We'll find out this week if it's real or not, because now this will be the fucking main talking point, because Republicans dominate the field always. They just like make shit up. They make shit up, and then sometimes it hits, you know what I mean? It's neither here nor there. Like, I don't even give a fuck if she worked at McDonald's or not. That plays no role in my understanding of Kamala Harris. If she did lie, does she lose? No, I don't think most people give a shit about it either. Like, this is fun. I could do this all day, he said after serving. Mrs. Harris has spoken repeatedly about her time at the restaurant and says her job during her university degree in the 1980s inspired her to support working families. Part of the reason I even talk about having worked at McDonald's is because there are people who work at McDonald's in our country who are trying to raise a family. I think part of the difference between me and my opponent includes our perspective on the needs of American people and what our responsibility then is to meet those needs. Ms. Harris said she first did fries at the restaurant and then worked as a cashier to help pay for her law degree at University of California. It is not known which branch in Alameda Ms. Harris worked at, but at one location on Shoreline Drive, the Telegraph understands the owner asked staff not to speak about Ms. Harris after the branch began to receive calls from journalists looking to verify Ms. Harris's claim. Trump, who is a longtime fan of the fast food restaurant, has said Ms. Harris's summer job was invented to improve her credentials with working class voters. There is something really funny about, like, remove yourself or your understanding of the world from this equation for a brief moment. And just think about, like, wait, what the fuck? There was a, God damn it. I was using a Chatter's login for the New York Times, and I don't know if I can anymore because I lost it. Oh, wait, I found it. Never mind. Boom. Let's go. Okay, boom. Thank you to that one chatter. Okay. Kamala Harris at McDonald's, a college job and a Trump attack. You're a millionaire, bro? I don't even have a fucking paid Spotify, dude. That's how the rich stay rich, baby. You already know. Anyway. There's also an extension to bypass paywalls. Yeah, it's not like 100% though. It doesn't always work, unfortunately, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, as far as why would she just make it up? Like, she knows it can't be corroborated. Law, she didn't lie. I don't think she did. But you have to remember something. Kamala Harris, like her, hate her, doesn't matter, has spent basically most of her adult life as someone who worked for the state. Okay. Kamala Harris worked as a prosecutor, an attorney general, elected into positions. Okay. So, like, she has actually worked in comparison to a motherfucker who was born into a multi-millionaire real estate baron who failed upwards every single fucking day of the week. Like, I might not appreciate her output in terms of like what she did or what positions she assumed, but it's crazy to me that a guy who literally was born with a silver spoon in his mouth that shits on golden fucking toilets can create a fucking narrative that like a person that has at least worked real fucking jobs is actually fake and phony. Like, this guy has never worked in his life. What are we talking about? It's incredibly frustrating. It blows my goddamn mind. And the reality is, like, so many Americans are swept away with this rhetoric. This rhetoric fucking works. There are so many goddamn Americans out there that are like, that's right. Hell yeah, Trump is a real one. He works all damn day. He's a productive member of society. It's like, bro, he literally failed every fucking job, okay? From Wiki to prove your point, Trump has often said he began his career with a small loan of $1 million from his father, and he had to pay it back with interest. He was a millionaire by the age of 8, borrowed at least $60 million from his father, largely failed to repay those loans, and received another $413 million, 2018 in dollars adjusted for inflation, from his father's company. Like, he is crazy. Like, he's not even trying. Like, he just basically is just like, nah, dude. Like, how the fuck did we get here? How did we get here? When a guy could be like, oh, I got a small loan of $1 million fucking dollars. Like, how is that not tracking with like working class Americans that literally will turn around and be like, fucking socialist, by the way, serving 3-minute ad breaks at the top of the hour, by the way, fake ass phony. You have a trust fund. You're a trust fund baby. It's like, I don't. I take care of my parents, but it's all good. This motherfucker, well documented as a business failure overall, and was carried by his fucking father's wealth his whole goddamn life. He bankrupted a casino, dude. That's a money printer. That's it. That's it. You fucking bankrupted a casino. Anyway, that's crazy. It is hard work to bankrupt not one, but 4 casinos. Yes. Like, how is that even possible? Oh, this is from The Apprentice, I guess, when he worked a real job. Anyway, I'm going to run the 3-minute ad break now, by the way. You notice how I fucking snuck that shit in there? Boom.
So you're going to teach me something today.
I hope I can do that.
Well, I'm going to try doing your job. It's not going to be easy.
Don't do it too well. Try that one on and see if that fits.
Very interesting.
We do everything.
What is this? What is the quality of this video? Why is it skipping?
From walking dogs to running up groceries to whatever the guests may need. We really never have to say no to a guest. I think we have a guest that's going to be coming down shortly, checking out.
Am I allowed to accept tips?
You are.
Let's go get a guest. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Did you enjoy your stay?
I did, thank you so much.
Very good. Well, I'll help you with those bags. Look at this, right? You didn't expect this, right?
I did not expect this.
I haven't done SNL Sunday yet, but I do know the Lebanese Christian cast member that actually popped the fuck off and made a lot of jokes that I've made a billion times over. But I really like that. That was the only Weekend Update video I've ever watched through and through from start to finish, and I really liked it. And it was kind of shocking.
Would you like the purse inside? Would you like this inside with you? I tried to, you know. Here you go, man.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. This is the first time I've carried luggage for anybody, including myself, in a long time. It's been a long time, but it was fun. The life of a bellman and working in a hotel is never easy. Good job. Good job.
I believe that somebody just called down for a dog walking appointment. I always keep a dog biscuit on hand just in case the dog is either nice or not so nice.
Very good.
Please,
I hope it's not a vicious dog.
He hates fucking dogs too.
Oh my goodness.
I'm here to walk your dog.
Gosh.
We have a doggy park.
By the way, this is far before he became president, so understand that like he was a famous guy. Okay? Like, notice how excited these people are. Notice how excited these people are to see him. That's because they were like, oh, he's a famous guy. He's television man.
Get the hotel.
Yes.
And I'm going to take it for a little walk.
Thank you.
Have a good time. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Thank you.
Okay, good. Hey, sweetheart. Hey. Come on, hon. Come on. We'll go over here. You take a dog, you go outside, it's freezing, and you walk around for a while, and it's not that easy. Okay, be careful. The fact that she trusted me with that dog was amazing. Probably she shouldn't have, but it worked out. Hello, everybody. Hey, Andy. How are you? Nice to see you. I'm going to help you. Okay?
You look like us, please.
Very nice. Now, what happens if somebody like me wants to take a bite out of the burger before I bring it to the room? Is that acceptable?
It's not a good idea. It's not acceptable.
Not good? Ready? Come on, let's go, Andy. Room service. Look at this. This is serious room service. I hope you give me a nice big fat tip. Have a good time. Hello, Mia.
Good morning, Mr.
How are
Trump.
you?
Always a pleasure.
Nice to see you
So you're
again.
gonna have
Am I
that.
going to change this again?
Yes.
Let's go. Very nice, Mia.
Okay, so first we're gonna start off with the bed.
Okay.
So first you wanna pull the cover up so we have it kind of tight.
Right. Good.
So next, Mr. Trump, I'm gonna need you to vacuum.
Okay. So where's the little release? Wow. So there's a little piece of lint. Now it's gone. You're great.
So now we're gonna go to the bathroom. So
I'm not.
to
I don't know if I could ever do that job.
Yes, you can.
Only sinks, right? Okay.
First, spray the sink.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my God.
I like that.
That's the thing. He's a germaphobe. He hates this shit. He's like, oh God.
I like this job, Mia.
Oh, then maybe you should come help me all the time.
Well, these are 4 jobs that I've never done before, and they're tough. You have to be sharp, you have to be smart, you have to get along with the people, and it's hard work, not easy, but you love it, right?
Yes.
She's fantastic. Thank you very much for doing such a great job. I'm your apprentice. You know
and I'm
that,
hired, right?
You're hired.
Trump, the man that gave up his billionaire lifestyle to be humiliated, ridiculed, and slandered in order to save the American people. Donald Trump, presidential work ethic. I would rarely leave the White House because there's so much work to be done. I would not be a president who took vacations. I would not be a president that takes time off. Dude, he was notoriously bad at this. Like, God, Lord forgive me, but I'm about to lib the fuck up, okay? Come on, dude. He golfed nonstop. Most of the time spent in the White House, he was tweeting and fucking watching Fox News. Oh, wow. It's lib to say the truth now. I mean, kind of, yeah. Yes. When matched up against the Republicans, yes, it is liberal to say the truth. It is true. When we analyze the Democratic Party's lies, of course, that's an entirely different situation. It's like, yeah, he had the shortest amount of presidential scheduled hours. Even shorter than Biden. And Biden is literally a fucking carcass, dog. It's crazy. Most vacation times out of any president. Most hours logged golfing. Didn't know how to read, so he couldn't read his fucking goddamn presidential briefs either. Not sure if it would be good for him to read the presidential briefs anyway. It's so bad.
We'll be at the Pittsburgh game tonight, and we look forward to it, and it should be a good game. And, yeah, good team. They have a great coach. Pittsburgh, great coach. And we'll see how it is. Well, this is a great job to take at the beginning, and it requires expertise. I'm going through the French fry stuff. It's a whole big process, and it requires great expertise, actually, to do it right and to do it fast, yeah? Well, I do appreciate it. Maybe a little bit more, yeah. You take it for granted. You say, give me French fries. I'll never forget this experience, okay? Now I know how to do it. It's very good. But you know what? It's beautiful. It's clean. It's really nice. You never touch them. I always figured somebody...
It's always funny. Like, that part is the most important part for him. You never touch the fries. Because he's such a goddamn germaphobe. And so obviously has never worked in a fucking kitchen at all that he's just like... Or never even like pondered about how things work in this circumstance, that he's just like, oh, it's great. They don't even touch the food. They never even touch human hands.
Stuff them in with their hand, and I don't like that. And they don't do it that way. You never touch them. It's really great. So I want to thank you all for coming out. And we're going to see you soon. We'll see you at the next stop.
Here's a man who has never cooked for himself his entire life. Think about that. Like, think about that. Okay? You can be upper middle class, whatever. Like, you can be relatively wealthy. Here's a guy who literally from the starting point in his life all the way until this very moment has not once cooked food for himself. Not once.
We'll see you later on at the game. I love Pennsylvania. I went to school at the Wharton School at Penn, so I love Pennsylvania. Always have.
President, are you going to the Trump store? It's around the corner. It's about 2 miles down.
They have a Trump store?
Yes, sir.
I'd love to go. I don't know if Secret Service could work it out. I'd go there. How about that? Could we do it? Can we go to the Trump store? They have a Trump store. I don't know. People open up Trump stores all over the country, and they're beautiful. It's 2 blocks down, they say. Check it out.
10, 15 minutes. Take a look, sir.
I'd do it in 2 seconds. They have Trump stores all over the place. I get nothing out of it. You know what I get? The presidency out of it. That's all I get. Anyway, I love these people. They open up the Trump store. They do great. And that makes me feel good. Thank you all. We're going to take a look at the Trump store. If Secret Service can do it, I'm doing it. I like the idea. We have plenty of time.
Takeout order. What's your takeout order?
I don't know. What do you want? Do you want something when you're there?
French fries.
I'll tell you what, how about we give you some French fries, all right? Are you, that's sort of a bribe, but I think a bribe for a buck is okay, right? I'm gonna get you some French fries. Somebody come up here and take them.
Of course there's a Trump store there. It's the one type of economic output that has been so resilient. It's just like not impacted by market shocks, market factors whatsoever, because it's a fucking cult. It's like, of course, a Trump store. Y'all already know what I've said about these goddamn Trump stores. Every one of these fucking towns, dude. Every one of these stupid ass fucking towns, they all have a goddamn Trump store. Ay, ay, ay.
These for the fake news. These guys don't get any. They're too nice and warm and comfortable, right? All right, good. Give me a couple more on that. Oh, you're very stingy with the product. Look at that. She's a good worker. You want to have... That's the kind of people you want to have work. She gave them one French fry for 30 reporters outside.
Would you like 2 in a bag?
2 in a bag, yeah.
Okay.
2 in a bag.
Very
Throw 'em out the
stingy.
window. Having a good time today? A lot of people look forward. They kept saying, when are you going to McDonald's? And I said, let's do it. So that's, and we have the owner, we have a man that's a friend of mine, that's a great guy. How many McDonald's do you own?
I don't know. I just said, I'm the health club.
Yeah, but don't they go well? I know you're in the health club. What you do is you eat McDonald's and you go to the health club. It works out actually pretty good. Thank you, Doc. Here you go. There's plenty of them in there for you, okay? You want to move them back? Yeah, he has no fracking. She's never
What?
500,000 jobs and the revenue's untold.
How do you connect with us?
I think just by being myself. Best economy ever. We had the strongest borders ever. A military that knocked out ISIS in a few weeks as opposed to years, which they were thinking they would take. We beat ISIS in literally record time, very quickly and decisively. We had the greatest economy ever. We had the best border ever. I always like to beat other countries and friends. We're going to bring jobs back to our country. It's a fair elect. Polls now, we're leading in every swing state. 93.2% chance of winning. I like that. I'll take that right now. Right? So thank you very much.
Yes.
Are they the ones that changed your answer to make it possible?
I'm not with the network.
I think it shows up. I think I'm the one that brings everyone together. We had the greatest economy we've ever had. We had the best job numbers ever. Border Patrol, by the way, for those that haven't heard, the Border Patrol a couple of days ago gave us their complete and total endorsement. They said Trump was the best president we've ever had, and they said she was the worst we've ever seen at the border. She did the job she did at the border, and that really breaks our country apart.
This is also partially why it was so stupid for them to tout the Border Patrol endorsement of the right-wing border bill. Like, why would you ever do that? Why would you, as a Democrat, ever fucking be like, oh, the Border Patrol loves our bill, dumbass? Of course they're gonna fucking swing for Trump. I've never clicked on a stream and you're not eating. It's so funny that you say that, because it simply means you click on the stream at the same time every day. That's it.
Thank you all very much for coming. Thank you very much.
I'm proud of you for pattern recognition, though. You can't, because the machine is broken.
Thank you, everybody. But I hope you're going to grab that crowd, because they say TikTok. How many hits do we have on TikTok? 10 billion views. And that's TikTok Jack. He called me this morning, and he's obviously got things going well. He will call me on occasion. I think he likes to hear what I have to say.
Yeah, Benjamin Netanyahu called me this morning. What the fuck is wrong with this audio? Hold on. Let me fix it. Okay, I made it mono.
So I had a very nice call with him. He called me up yesterday morning. We talked. I congratulated him on obviously doing a very good job keeping Israel safe. He's doing very well. He calls me on occasion. I think he wants my views on things. He's had very little cooperation from the White House, as you know. They didn't want him to do anything, and they would not be in the good position they're in right now if they listened to the White House, which I guess would be a combination of Kamala and Joe. They're not happy about that either, I will tell you. Israel's not happy about that. But we had a very good talk. It lasted for a while. I know him very well. And he'll call me on occasion. I haven't called him, no. He did. He told me that he was attacked at his village where he lives, a vacation area, and that he was attacked, but he was fine.
You think Iraq should counterattack Iran?
Well, we'll see what happens. He was asking what I thought, and I just said, you do what you have to do. So I said, you do what you have to do.
President Trump, do you want to see Nikki Haley on the campaign trail with you?
I think she is going to be. She's supported me And, you know, we had a great primary. It was an unbelievable primary. It was the fastest anyone's ever gone, and it was by the most votes that anyone's ever had. And she wanted to join me, and I said, absolutely, I'd love to have. I want everybody's support. Well, you know, it's interesting. When I was at the Catholic dinner, the Al Smith dinner, the other night, it was very interesting. People from Lebanon came to see me, very religious people. And they said, please tell Israel not to stop. I was surprised. These were people that live in Lebanon. They have had a lot of problems with the people that were being killed. So I thought it would be the opposite. Please tell them to stop. They said, please let them continue. They actually, these are people that lived in Lebanon, very important people. So, look, here's the story. Ready? I'm going for a job right now at McDonald's. I really wanted to do this.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Now we know what he was talking about with the fucking editing on the CBS interview, I
I've
guess.
spoken out about the unethical editing of the Kamala Harris interview by 60 Minutes.
Terrible.
But you go a step further and you say CBS should lose its license. Why?
Sure. Well, I've never seen anything like it. She gave a horrible, incompetent answer on a news program. It's not an entertainment program. They call it news. They say it's a #1 news program. And so she gives an answer that shows that she's dumb or incompetent or something wrong with her. It's so bad that the people at CBS say, we're not going to do a little editing, like the word the, make it there, something. You understand? They take the whole ridiculous answer out, and it was a long answer, and replace it with a much shorter answer that she did having to do with a totally different subject, which also didn't make sense, but it wasn't as incompetent.
The head of
they
the
don't
FCC,
do that with me.
The head of the FCC says we would never yank a license because a politician didn't like his or her coverage.
Well, this isn't a politician. This is nothing. Wait a minute. She gave an answer. They took the answer.
I said I've been critical of it.
Listen to this. They took, just for your audience, you know about it.
All right.
They took the answer out in its entirety, and they put a completely different answer in that makes her look like she's normal, okay, which is about the best you're going to do. And I said, I think it's the worst thing she's done. Now, what we're doing is we're going to subpoena their records because we want to see how much else did she do. And I can tell you, I've done 60 Minutes many times, and they do with me different. They take sentences out. In other words, I'm more honored by that. But I'll have a paragraph that is a great paragraph, and they'll make it less good by just taking things out. But that's different. That you can sort of say they want to make the program shorter. You know, they always say, well, we want to shorten it up. They take a great paragraph and, you know, they make it okay. But
what is the controversy about 60 Minutes interview? 60 Minutes condensed Kamala Harris's word salad answers and had the longer version running. Like had the longer version run basically ahead of like the condensed version. So he's making a bigger deal out of it. So technically it's one of those things where it's like, it's not wrong. What he's saying is actually true. But it's not, like overall, it's not that big of a fucking deal. Like they do it all the time, which is ironic because he's also explaining how they do it all the time in the process of shitting on CBS for doing it. We watched the 60 Minutes interview on the stream.
But with her, I never knew anyone would do this. They took the whole thing out and they put a whole new thing in. I've never seen anything. I think it's the biggest scandal I've ever seen for a broadcaster.
It's the biggest scandal.
No, I think 60 Minutes, I think it should be taken off the air, frankly.
You posted this.
And by the way, 60 Minutes, they also, when I had an argument with Leslie Stahl, now very famous, about the laptop, she said it was Russia, but I never got an apology.
You posted the following. Kamala should be investigated and forced off the campaign, and Joe Biden allowed to take back his rightful place. Investigated for what?
Well, it depends what you're talking about. Are you talking about 60 Minutes?
No, these are your words, so I'm asking you.
Let me tell you. They should look into it. Investigate. I'm investigated all the time. I'm the most investigated human being in history. They should investigate her. Look, on 60 Minutes, they...
That's so funny that like the Fox News guy's like, it's your words, Mr. President. What did you mean? He's like, come on, investigate it for anything. I'm investigated all the time.
They say it was her campaign that forced them to do that. So certainly that should be investigated.
It sounds like you missed Joe Biden.
No, I think Joe Biden was... I'm not a fan of Joe Biden. And I think he might be might have done better than her. I mean, if you take a look at the polls now, I mean, I can't tell you exactly, but it looks like I'm winning and winning pretty easily, but we'll see. You have to get out the vote. But no, I think what they did to Joe Biden was a threat to democracy.
This made being a fan of you much harder, and you decided to do this in the week of relentless attacks against you. The optics are undeniably bad. Brother, why did you do that? I can imagine a state of mind that you must be in to actually shave your beard. How am I supposed to treat your nuanced analysis seriously when it comes from a baby face? How am I supposed to use your content as an alternative for right-leaning framing of global issues? This made being a fan of you much harder, and you decided to do this during a week of relentless attacks against you. The optics are undeniably bad. Everyone needs to calm down, okay? My beard grows back in literally 2 days. And yes, I shaved because I needed to look more white, okay? I'm getting a lot of relentless attacks as an Islamist, fundamentalist, extremist, all this shit. I had to be white for a little bit, okay? I'm not trying to get banned out here. I'm doing white face.
You know, to use their term. He had 14 million votes. They went into his office. He had a debate with me. He didn't do well. His poll numbers went down. And that's okay, that can happen. And they went in and they said, you're not running anymore, we're taking it away from you. They took away the presidency of the United States. I don't even like using the word coup because a lot of people don't exactly understand what a coup is. They took away,
but nobody
they told
ran
him,
against the vice president.
Excuse me, they took away the presidency and they handed it there. Well, nobody ran because the whole establishment did it. It did it as a whole. The Democrat Party did. When you saw that, you've never seen anything like that. He won the, I mean, she was in the primary. You know, she was one of like 22 people. There were a lot of people.
Last time, yeah.
She was the first one to get out because she did so badly. All of a sudden, she's running. So I'm not saying from my standpoint. I'm saying from his standpoint. He's a very angry man. In fact, I think he probably likes me more than he likes her, but he's a very angry man right now.
Let me ask you about Joe Scarborough, because on Bill Maher's show, he said his people, meaning your people, have said they're going to arrest my producers.
Oh, nobody said that. Look, Joe's a sick puppy. I know him well.
He's a sick puppy. Nobody's going to do that. He's literally talking. This conversation started with him straight up saying that he is going to revoke the licenses of television networks that he perceives as biased against him. Okay. Now, yes, Joe Scarborough is exaggerating. Why the fuck would they ever arrest Joe Scarborough or his producers? Joe Scarborough is incredibly fucking conservative. Joe Scarborough, ironically, is one of the last fucking people that would be arrested in a situation like this. Unless I was president, where I definitely would arrest him.
I used him beautifully. I dropped him because I thought he was very unethical, actually. But I dropped him. But I used him for 2016, and I do it from my apartment. I wouldn't even have to go in. I'd do phone calls, and I did them almost sometimes on a daily basis.
Why do you say that?
And then everyone's because I watch him and what he says about me. What he says is so bad. And you have to understand, now I was friendly with him and with Mika, but at a certain point, and it doesn't matter why, but I didn't want to do it anymore with them. And they're not too happy about it. No, but he says a lot of things like that. I think they're unethical, but who knows?
I want to drill down on this question of retribution because against your political opponents, because you've had opportunities to walk that back. And my question is this: are you prepared to say now that you will not use law enforcement to punish or prosecute?
Trump is such a pussy, dude. He literally said he was going to lock Hillary Clinton up and then never did. And even now, he's just like lying about how he's like, oh, I never even did lawfare against Hillary Clinton. It's like, yeah, you were a bitch for that. Like, that's why I voted for you illegally, dude. What the fuck? You're a bitch for that, for real, dumbass.
Your political opponents.
Excuse me. That's what they're using on me.
Okay, so your stance is that they started.
Before you start this.
Yeah, I got it.
Howie, that's what they're using on me. I've got DAs, I've got everybody. They look at me. There's never been anything like this. The biggest case was the one down in Florida, and I beat it 100%. I won the case because we had number one, a brilliant judge, and a judge that moved rather rapidly, and I won the case. By the way, Biden had almost the same case, but he didn't have the Presidential Records Act because he wasn't the president. Just to finish.
And he got off on the basis that he's incompetent to say.
He didn't, by the way.
Essentially, that he's incompetent. And it was a strange ruling because they said, number one, he's incompetent, so he's not going to be. But the prosecutor actually said he's guilty. He's incompetent. But they didn't say he couldn't be president anymore. That was his bigger problem for not being president. How can you not represent yourself in court because you're incompetent, but you're allowed to represent the United States of America? The whole thing is crazy. But no, they have weaponized government against me.
But are you willing to use the same tactics?
No, I don't want to do that because that's a bad thing for the country. I don't want to do that. I don't know who said. I haven't said that I would, but they have done it. I've got.
This motherfucker verbatim said, we have enemies amongst our ranks, the left, and that they need to be dealt with. Maybe the National Guard, maybe federal law enforcement, or maybe just the police. But they have to be dealt with. The enemy within our gates. The enemy within. That is, like, I paraphrased it a little bit, but almost verbatim. Okay? Like, that wasn't, like, he said that. It's like, what the fuck do you mean? Now he's like, oh, I didn't say it. I don't know where it's coming from. And it's like, no, you did, actually. Another straight Hitlerian moment for him, by the way. Yeah. Trump urges using military to handle radical left lunatics on election day.
Are you expecting chaos on election day?
No, I don't think so. Not from the
Well, it's not even this one. This is the
votes for Trump.
Oh, it is.
But I'm just wondering if these outside agitators will start up on election day. Let's say you win. I mean, let's remember you've got 50,000 Chinese nationals in this country in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
You have people on the terrorist watch list, 350 in the last couple of years. You got, like you said, 13,000 murderers and 15,000 rapists.
Right.
What are you expecting? Joe Biden said he doesn't think it's going to be a peaceful election day.
Well, he doesn't have any idea what's happening in all fairness. He spends most of his day sleeping. I think the bigger problem is the enemy from within, not even the people that have come in and destroying our country. By the way, totally destroying our country. The towns, the villages, they're being inundated. But I don't think they're the problem in terms of election day. I think the bigger problem are the people from within. We have some very bad people. We have some sick people, radical left lunatics. And I think they're and it should be very easily handled by, if necessary, by National Guard, or if really necessary, by the military, because they can't let that happen.
I love you more, but I.
That's it, bro. Fuck you mean? Verbatim. Verbatim. He said, I'm gonna stick the military on the left. And now he's like, I don't know where that came from. Who said it? I don't know. Must have been a handsome guy, whoever said it. Not me. But another handsome man. You might think it's me because he's so handsome when he said those words, but it wasn't me.
Attorney generals, DAs, they're all right. You take a look in Atlanta.
You're heavily investigated. Yeah.
They went and met with them. It's all coming out of the Justice Department. They have done something never done in this country before. Now, it's been done in a lot of other countries, third world countries, banana republics, but never done. So when you ask that question, you really have to start by saying, well, they've done it to you. No, I'm not looking to do it to them at all, because that is they have set a very bad precedent, however.
You talk about the enemy within. There's enemies, America's enemies outside. The enemy within is a pretty ominous phrase if you're talking about other Americans.
I think it's accurate. I think it's accurate.
Who are you talking about?
And,
the enemy?
You know, I heard that. They say, oh, the enemy. On the outside, you have Russia, you have China, you have a lot of different groups. If you have a smart president, they can be easily handled. I handled them. We had no wars. We had no wars. The only thing I had was ISIS, and I defeated them in like record time. They were gone. But I started no wars. The outside people, the so-called enemies, if they're enemies, and they might not be enemies, if you have a smart president, they can be handled. But when you have people investigating my campaign, when you have people, they spied on my campaign now. You understand that. That's been proven. But they spy on your campaign. The Russia hoax was all made up, and now it's acknowledged that it was made up. All of these different things. You have the 51 different agents saying it was from Russia, and now they all say it wasn't from Russia. Okay, so we were lying. Many other things, many. I could go, you just don't have enough time. But what they've done is so terrible. Who's ever heard of anything like this? Adam Shifty Schiff, he's a crooked guy. He's a crooked politician, 100%. And he's going to be a senator now. Can you believe it?
But again, he's a political opponent of yours,
He's
but
not.
is he an
No,
enemy?
no. He's a. Well, he is. Of course, he's an enemy. He's an enemy. He wanted to put my son in jail, and my son didn't even know what he was talking about. He wanted to put my son in jail on a scam that he made up called Russia, Russia, Russia. He, Hillary Clinton, and a group of people made up a scam, and they came out of a room and they said, Donald Trump Jr. will be going to jail over this. And my son called me, he said, what did I...
Not Donald Trump Jr. Oh, man. That's my favorite of the Trump children.
do? He knew nothing about Russia. It had nothing to do with him. Think of how bad you have to be when you say you're going to put any son, not just, a president's son, but any son, you're going to put somebody in jail on a scam that you knew was made up by you. That's an enemy from within. That is a threat to democracy. These are bad people. We have a lot of bad people. But when you look at Shifty Schiff and some of the others, yeah, they are, to me, the enemy from within. I think Nancy Pelosi is an enemy from within. She lied. She was supposed to protect the Capitol. She said that to her daughter just recently. It was found on the tape from her daughter, who's a documentary maker. She said, this is my responsibility. She admitted it. But I offered her 10,000 National Guard troop, anything she wanted. No, but she didn't take them. She should have taken them. And you wouldn't have had, you wouldn't have had.
Protect the Capitol from what? This is the funniest argument because there is nothing consistent. Like, you cannot, it just straight up doesn't make sense. Why would the Capitol need protection if it was a peace-loving day? A day of love. It doesn't make sense.
January 6th, as we know it. By the way, if she took 500 people, you wouldn't have had it, let alone 10,000.
Sure. So you actually give me a segue into my next question. I do have to say for the record that the spying accusation is in dispute. I know you don't believe that.
What accusation?
The spying accusation. But
I don't think it's in.
What's the deal with the Russia stuff? Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of different parts of this Russia shit. But yes, Russia absolutely tapped into the Trump campaign, and the Trump campaign was dumb enough to not only collaborate, but also quite literally do it openly. Specifically, what was it? Was it Mike Papadopoulos or whatever? Who bragged about it too. He was like, yo, dude, a bunch of Russian people said that they have dirt on my fucking, on hello, I am Mike Slopadopoulos. Or whatever the fuck the guy's name was. Not George Slopadopoulos. No, it's not Paul Manafort. It was the fucking guy with the Greek last name. Anyway, he just straight up was like, what was the dude's name? He was like a low-level guy on the campaign, but he was stupid enough. Okay, not a single person has actually said the name correctly. Oh, it was George Papadopoulos. Okay, so that last name wasn't incorrect. All right, so George Papadopoulos is caught talking to at a bar to a bunch of Australian nationals, flexing on them, saying, I have dirt on the fucking Clinton campaign that a bunch of Russians gave me. That was the red flag that understandably caused the intelligence agencies to go, what the fuck do you mean? So they conducted an investigation to see if Russia was actually trying to directly work with the Trump campaign. They found plenty of evidence that, yes, in that process, there were a lot of foreign nationals that were absolutely trying to collaborate with the Trump campaign. Ultimately, the most significant aspects of this collusion did not even occur directly with a relationship with the Trump campaign and Russia. It happened with dumbass Facebook ads that they took out or fake groups that they created, not a lot of money spent in that direction, and it wasn't as consequential as the way the media presented it as, but it doesn't matter. And ultimately, it was, silly shit that the American liberals greatly exaggerated in an effort to say, oh, Russia's the reason why Hillary Clinton lost. And that Russia's in the pocket for Trump, and that Trump is having gay sex with Vladimir Putin over and over again. They literally pointed to fucking Russia and Russian involvement for every damn thing. A lot of liberals lost their minds. A lot of Blue Anon lost their fucking minds in that process. The irony, of course, is that Israel was doing a shit ton more than Russia ever could even dare to dream in terms of election interference. But that's neither here nor there. The thing is, It was just found out that it was a much bigger deal than previously known, though, bro. No matter how big of a deal it is, it wasn't to the same degree or nowhere near the same severity. Come on, dude. Every single thing that Donald Trump did, Rachel Maddow would go on television and be like, it's because of Russia. Like, that's crazy. They were like, oh, Trump won because of Russia. No, it was a way to abdicate responsibility away from the fucking dog shit campaign that Hillary Clinton ran and the dog shit decisions that the DNC made in terms of putting up a very fucking unpopular, like overwhelmingly unpopular presidential candidate. If you are the most powerful nation on the planet, if you're the most powerful nation on the planet, and your democracy is so fickle that it could be undermined by like a couple $1 million of ad campaigns that is like hyper targeted towards some of the silliest fucking supporters of Donald Trump out there. And we do not have a democracy at all. We have the most fragile fucking nation on the planet. If Hillary Clinton ran a normal campaign, this marginal change in the attitudes in certain swing states would not even be effective. Now, the other part of the problem is that Kamala Harris is kind of doing a repeat of this right now in terms of like running to the middle as hard as possible and just kind of, I don't know, presenting herself as like someone who is very close to Joe Biden when Americans are like, I hate Joe Biden. We were excited that you're not Joe Biden. The most consequential aspect, in my opinion, like the most singular consequential aspect also did not come from Russia. It came from fucking James Comey when he reopened the Hillary Clinton investigation with that letter 3 days before the election. It was one of the most insane things I've ever seen. And the funniest part about it is liberals considered him to be a hero after the fact. He just dog fucked them, okay? It was insane. That was straight up more consequential for the election than anything else.
Shake it the
What is this? Watch a chicken rant?
fuck up. And then I'm going to let it marinate. Usually I let it marinate for like at least an hour. I like to let it sit in its own juices. Get the marinade and the spices acquainted with the chicken, right? You know, let it have time to get to know one another and ask each other if they're going to vote for Joe Biden after years and years and years of Democratic incompetence. Like, are they still going to fucking let go of all their principles and vote for Joe Biden? Why? Because obviously there's no third party alternative. What the fuck am I going to do? Vote for Howie Hughes or Gloria Riva at the PSL? Obviously not. That's literally throwing your vote away and giving a false sense of hope to some random crank usually. Oh, I know a lot of tankies are going to get mad at me, but I'm still talking about the chicken and the experience that the chicken is having with the fucking sauce that I'm mixing the chicken with, okay? The chicken and the sauce get acquainted and they learn about each other's politics, and before you know it, the sauce is radicalizing the chicken, and the chicken is feeling like, you know, maybe Medicare for all could happen. Maybe Medicare for all could happen. Why can't we have Medicare for all? I mean, all these other comparable nations, all these other OECD nations have Medicare for all, right? That's what the chicken is saying to the sauce when they get acquainted with one another in the fucking fridge. Anyway, so yeah, you take the cap off, put it right on there neatly, make sure that it's airtight, and then put it right in the fridge. Shake it the fuck.
My guy, so many other meats out there, so many tasty meats. Yeah, except this is the most like high protein one.
In dispute, Obama and Biden spied on my campaign. It was a long time ago. We're talking about the previous campaign. Maybe they're doing this campaign too. So far, it doesn't seem to be working.
We were using boom bikes at his request. Just to clarify, 60 Minutes showed a promo clip of Vice President Harris giving one answer to a question on another show and then broadcast a different answer to the same question. Nancy Pelosi says she never received a National Guard offer from Trump on January 6th, though he was involved in some National Guard.
This is so cowardly. The New York Times does this shit too. It's like, bro, bring that up in the conversation. The New York Times did this with the interview that they conducted with JD Vance, where they just like spent the last 10 minutes being like, here's all of the things that JD Vance just straight up lied to our face about. And it's like, dog, your job is to literally address it in the moment. Like, it's so annoying. Like, the reason why they do this is so that they don't get like in trouble, I guess, but
our discussions in earlier days. When we come back, Donald Trump on the January 6th.
Jesus, take the wheel. Would you ever have Quinlan Blackwell on stream? I may or may not be her commenting this right now, lol. Okay, I don't think you are her because I have asked her to come on stream. Problem is, I need like a fucking long ass time frame Like I need to get it ready ahead of time because she always is like taking time off on the weekend, stuff like that. So yeah.
And harsh criticism from 2 former generals he fired. And later, Bret Baier on his interview with Kamala Harris.
Hey, it's Will Kane. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News.
Early in-person voting.
All right, let's look at Steve Kornacki, the khaki. Trump is doing a town hall again. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna watch that. I might go dive into SNL and then the Quen video.
Began Saturday in Detroit, and both former President Trump and Vice President Harris campaigned in Michigan this weekend. I'm joined now by national political correspondent Steve Kornacki for more on where the race stands. Steve, I know you are looking at the battleground states today.
Yeah, Kristen, and looking at the one you just mentioned, Michigan, look, this is our running average of the polling averages in the battleground states. They're all close, but what's the closest right now? Look at that. Michigan, the average there. Harris, by 1/10 of 1 point. Really doesn't get closer than that. So let's dive into Michigan, what we're going to be looking at in the home stretch and on election night. And the key thing with Michigan, of course, go back to the last election. You just heard from Barack Obama there. Before Donald Trump came on the scene, Barack Obama and the Democrats won Michigan handily. Trump, of course, flipped it barely in 2016, and then it moved a little bit back to the Democrats in 2020. But the key is between 2012 and 2020, the Trump era, the state as a whole got a lot less Democratic. So keeping that in mind, we've split it into 3 categories here. Take a look. One way to think about it. One is, despite the state getting less Democratic, there are 9 counties that got more Democratic in the Trump era. Look at this. From 2012, Barack Obama won this collection of counties by 6. By 2020, it was a 14-point Biden blowout. There's only 9 of them, but they are 1/3 of the state. Each one of these has a higher share of white voters with college degrees than the statewide average. We talk about that a lot as the core Democratic base these days. You see it in these counties you got highlighted here. Next year, these are places where Trump made gains between 2012 2016 and where he held those gains in 2020. And you do see geographically, it's a fair amount of the state, but population-wise, this is only 15% of the state. Some of the movement in some of these counties isn't that significant, but in others, talk about like Genesee County, where Flint is, Democrats were winning by 30 when Obama was the candidate. Now the Democratic margin down to like 10. Can Trump squeeze more out of this population-wise relatively small share of the state? And then this is half the state. In terms of where the vote is, these are places where Trump made gains, sometimes big gains in 16, then lost ground in 2020. This, I think, is where the state's going to be won or lost. Look at like Saginaw County here, where the city of Saginaw is. This is sort of a core, swing county. We're going to talk a lot about that on election night. You've got just outside Detroit, Macomb County.
Michiganders in the chat, where you at? Good luck convincing any singular Michigander in this fucking chat that is not going to be voting for Kamala Harris come November to actually vote for Kamala Harris. There's a lot of fucking firm, committed, single issue voters with a fairly valid fucking single issue. There's a bunch of other stuff that you can get mad at Kamala Harris over, but like, especially in Michigan, I doubt that it's Kamala's race to lose, okay? All she needs to do is spend, I guess, every fucking waking moment from here on out until November basically saying that she's going to arrest Benjamin Netanyahu or something, Do you think the media has an incentive to make the race seem as close as possible in the lead up to the election because it drives ratings? But they don't do that in other elections. This is closer than every other election. In terms of the 7 swing states, like, it's literally closer than every swing state is in the margin of error. It's crazy. Yeah, I saw the zone of interest tweet. We'll cover it in a little bit.
Old blue-collar, big suburbs of Detroit. Obama won them. Trump won them by double digits in 2016, then gave back ground in 2020. That's a key one. And then the city of Detroit itself in Wayne County, the biggest.
How are you going to cover the elections? Are you going to make a custom set? Like, do it somewhere else or at home? Same stream like last year? Yeah, of course I'm going to be at home, dude. What are you, crazy? Why would I be at a fucking set somewhere? No, I'm going to be at home. Dog, it's going to be like 12, 13, if not 16 hours of coverage. How the fuck would I do it not at home? I don't want to do a custom set.
In the state within Wayne County, we're going to be looking at, the city of Detroit and the city of Dearborn. In Detroit, Democrats worried about black.
My ass is going to be here firmly planted on my seat, running 3 minutes of ads at the top of the fucking hour, telling you need to avoid those ads by subscribing. which you still can do, by the way. Okay. For $6 or free with a Twitch Prime. Here's the 3-minute ad break now.
Black voter support, black male voter support for Biden.
He's not Kai Cenat. He doesn't put that much effort. Dude, what effort are you talking about? The effort is this, okay? You're coming. It's not like fanfare related to the fucking election itself. Like, even if I were to completely dismantle my background and like rebuild it or some shit, it's not going to change anything. Like, my analysis is going to be the same, and you are here for that and not for like a cooler background, you know? Yeah, the effort is me dealing with a bunch of dummies. Like, Kai is a incredible entertainer. He's fantastic. But the reality is, like, he's doing something very different than myself. You know what I mean? Like, there's a spectacle element associated with the content that I think is not that is not necessarily relevant in the political sphere.
Biden, going to see Detroit will be a measure of that. In Dearborn, a large Muslim population. We're going to be looking on election night. Is that Israel-Palestine situation affecting the vote there, Kristen?
Yeah, it could potentially loom large over everything. Steve Kornacki, fascinating as always. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. It's time. It's SNL Watch. It's Lib Watch. Now, many people know me for my famous series called Hog Watch, where I look at real Americans and what they have to say. But there's also one aspect of my commentary that also does Lib Watch. And there is perhaps no better way to understand the mindset of liberals than watching Saturday Night Liberalism, NL. And that's what we're going to do. But before we do that, here's the zone of interest tweet that you guys wanted me to look at. It's crazy.
Here is part 2 of private chefing on an army base for 600 soldiers in Israel.
Don't let him lie to you.
After cutting way too many onions, I get all of my mise en place and start on a fennel, potato, and celery salad, and I get turmeric all over myself.
No one saw that.
The IDF not only has Israelis, but Moroccans, Druze, and Arabs, so there was pressure when it came to my spice game. These soldiers also love their spice, so I added all of the peppers, and I could not find enough in it, so I'm using my apron and ran into a food bag. And yes, I'm using jarred garlic, don't judge me, there were a lot of mouths to feed for my chickpea stew with
Fish balls.
I also made this delicious zucchini vegetable dish, and then all of my very hungry soldiers lined up from Gaza, and yes, I got in a Hummer, I couldn't help myself. And then it was time to serve the lunch, and there were hundreds of...
This is literally zone of Pinterest, dude. Straight up. The monologue was eerily similar to your jokes a few weeks ago. Like, they in the life of someone who was feeding of the Nazi army. Like, that's awesome.
Soldiers lining up for my delicious food, which they love. This soldier was one of the cutest ones, so of course I personally fed him seconds, but there were other runners. After many hours of cooking, I went to take a break. Just for reference, this is how close I was to Gaza. Then I went to do dinner service and ended with some songs.
Like, this is literally zone of interest, dude. This is zone of Pinterest, okay? Zone of interest, zone of Pinterest. That's what it is. Like, this is how close we are to Gaza. That is, like, in zone of interest, you can see the smoke clouds coming from the chimneys of Auschwitz. It was in the background every single moment. And you can kind of, if you look close enough, you can kind of see the fucking clouds caused by the explosions in Gaza that are fucking annihilating babies over there, you know?
The soldiers gave me some high fives, so I think my food made the cut. We packed up more meals, then I ended the day with falafel.
Girl boss genocide, slay queen. All right, let's get to Lib Watch, baby.
Damn, this guy's good.